Welcome in, everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt and Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors this week, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company in Middleton, Twisted Fate Brewing out of Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, Nick's on Essex Street in Beverly, pizza subs and roast beef, the world famous Cabaret Lounge Route 1 in Peabody, and Nick's Place in Winthrop, Raymond, and Newmarket, New Hampshire, and nicksplaceonline.com. Andy, how are you?
I'm okay, I guess. I'm not wanting to kill anybody.
Oh, it's good change.
I took an afternoon siesta like I'm from Spain today, which was pretty exciting.
Oh, not an afternoon delight.
No, I didn't jerk off or get laid. I just took a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Thought about, I thought about cranking hog.
Yeah.
But, 44 years old,
yeah,
it's sometimes you don't feel like cranking hog.
It's because there's sometimes you think of it and then you're like, no.
Literally, I'm like,
I could really go. I could just crank one out right now, and it's like, it's like 5 seconds.
You know what I did
5
instead?
seconds of thought. What, you rolled over and went to
bed? Of cranking hog? No, I was gonna take a shower, and I do a pre-shower hog crank usually, and instead I did Wordle. Tried to shit.
You are so fucking old.
and tried to shit. I successfully made turds because I'm getting over the gout, so poop's on deck at all times right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I didn't crank hog. I played the Wordle, and today's words sucked, and I wanted to throw my phone through a fucking window.
Another round of the gout, huh?
I should have cranked hog. Yeah, I get gout. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? So you do a pre-shower crank, not an in-shower crank.
Never in-shower crank. Water's the worst lubrication. You can't use fucking shampoo because you'll get the dick burn.
We've all learned that as kids and adults.
Pert Plus will ruin a dick. Here's a PSA, kids. If you're under 21 and don't know about this, Pert Plus will ruin your dick.
Soap in general ruins your dick.
You will think you have fucking herpes simplex 12 or something.
Motherfucking burning.
It kills. It's fucking terrible. Pert Plus is the worst lube of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably think about cranking hog again later on. But if I've had a few beers, that's also not happening. I don't know what the limit is, but 2 beers, you ain't cranking hog that day.
You're not going to pop a pill or two for yourself?
I've done it, but not on purpose. And it's hilarious because it's like you're jerking off somebody else. You get that fucking middle school hard cock, and it's fucking like, wow, where'd this thing come from?
Is this what I give my wife every month?
That's the thing is, if you have this and you give it as a gift to someone else, it's a gift. But usually, you're 80% when you're cranking hog, you're 80% maybe.
What are they bitching about? This is a gift.
And then it's like you fucking wrestle in a fucking anaconda when you got the blue pill. Fucking, I get 60 milligrams of fucking, what's it called? Simba fucking sildenafil. I need 2 fucking hands.
Was it when you had COVID that you sent me your prescriptions and I didn't know what the fuck they were? And my mother's a nurse. I go, Mom, what is this shit? She goes, oh, that's Viagra. I'm like, oh.
I was on everything but roller skates, my man. Well, I mixed that in. I had all my real drugs, but I mixed in my fucking...
Because I'm like, oh, this is what Andy's taking. What's this one? She goes, that's Viagra. Well, you would know.
I am. She would definitely know if I'm on Viagra. You're welcome.
Yeah, sir.
Mike's mom. Anyways, huh? That's a nice shirt you got on tonight. I didn't notice it until just now. Yeah, fucking suck my dick tour, huh?
Suck my dick, the sucking my dick tour. Oh, drink. Also, a nice shirt you're wearing there, sir. North Shore Beef's original, of course.
Yeah, Bad Idiot Beef. I invented this idea, like most ideas, and then Dave Portnoy stole it.
Yeah, that's actually one because you sent him the fucking shirt.
Well, full disclosure, man. Gift pack? It was, but it was before this. It was the guy who draws for me that drew this shirt.
Yeah,
his full-time job is for Barstool Sports.
That's right.
And when Andy, the big fella, has a good idea, it's only right that the guy who draws for me presents the good idea to his bosses so he can keep his job. And since I don't pay him, he doesn't charge me.
Right.
We take care. We don't complain. We bitch. We don't complain.
No, fuck it.
His recent drawing, just hot off the press from Joe Schulte, is the my thievery of the Notre Dame logo.
The fighting beef, huh?
Fighting Beefers.
That's so fucking good.
Drawn by the same person.
I think it's
draws
big
for Putnam. Oh, it's a fucking sick logo.
The template you sent me, it looked like it was going to be smaller, like just kind of like where basically the 88 would be here on my shirt. But yeah, that motherfucker's big.
Yeah, no, it's loud and proud. We're going for it.
That's a good one.
They sold out quick. I got to order more. I didn't expect that to happen because the pre-sale sucked.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to fucking have you sit on my shelf for a month. But then the fucking Fighting Irish won.
Yeah.
So people want to buy the shirt.
Oh, is that what happened?
I think so because they won. They lost to Florida. Who'd they lose to?
I don't fucking
They
know.
lost to some bum team like Tennessee, Chattanooga, or something like that. No one cared. But last week they won, so people care again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pardon me.
It's also always good to update the old St. Patrick's Day shirts up there, huh?
That's true. Yeah, we can definitely make that one work for St. Patty's. Absolutely.
Like a beer or two up there in Boston.
Yeah, a couple beers, sure.
Oh, beers, kid. All right, I'm gonna throw the rundown up there.
Oh yeah, the rundown. You put it up there. We'll look at it. Oh, look at that. Huh? Oh, my rundown. Love that shit.
We got a thing or two to talk about this week.
Oh, we got some people in restaurants that are bothering me and you.
A lot of people in restaurants and a lot of nudity.
Yeah.
You know what? It fucking sells. Tits sell.
They do, especially if you're P. Diddy and you're selling tits.
Yeah, that's going to be a weird conversation in general.
We'll get to him. He's
on the list. He's on the list.
I'm gonna throw one phrase at you. Just I want you to hear this phrase.
All right.
1,000 bottles of lube
On the wall, 1,000 bottles of lube.
Lube on the wall, yeah. Pass one down. You
take
shove it
one
up her
down.
ass.
Traffic a girl. 99 bottles of beer on them. Okay, let's just go right from the top. Let's start with
start with tipping. Tipping.
Just the
thing
tip.
I hate the most. I hate fucking tipping so much.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fruit fly.
I know.
Here,
I'm watching SWAT.
I'm so sick of this fucking thing. One fucking fruit fly. Because I didn't get rid of my cans last week because I'm a fucking loser.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know. There was one can on the floor
fucking
and now they're
empty.
fucking everywhere. One empty, and my kid bought bananas and didn't eat them, and now I have fucking fruit flies in my house.
Oh, fantastic.
Have a kid, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Come to the coast.
So tipping. It's on the voting docket. Is that the ballot? There it is.
Question 5, I believe, is this question 5.
Sure.
Vote yes, vote no. On the ballot up here, where
I know 3 down here is the legalized weed, which I'm very excited about.
they better fucking pass the weed down there.
Fucking really? That's like
Pass the doochie. Let's fucking go.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I kind of came down here for that type of shit. I came down.
Course you did.
I came down during COVID because I heard it was a fucking wasteland of Mad Max. But all of a sudden, I get down like, oh yeah, you can't smoke weed either. It's like, what?
You traffic all the weed in through there and the Mexican border.
You motherfuckers.
Why can't I smoke it?
You know what though? Cocaine is legal. That's the thing.
That's true. They don't care about cocaine.
It's a regional thing.
Cocaine is the national fruit of Florida. That sentence made no sense. I don't care though.
But yeah, so you guys got question 5.
Question 5, which is basically they're going to increase the minimum wage of servers and bartenders incrementally until 2029. So 5 years until instead of making $5.75 an hour like they do now, they're going to be making the minimum wage, which is currently $15 an hour.
So it's going to take them 5 years to get to 15?
Yeah, they're not going to do it right away. They're going to incrementally increase it every couple of years. So basically, like everything else, they're going to slow fuck us until we're raw.
I got you.
Which sounds good on paper because, obviously we'll still tip the same. Plus, they'll make more money, but that's not how it's going to work.
Well, yeah, it's. I didn't know the 5-year part, but basically what it sounds like is they are the plan is going to do away with tipping.
Yeah,
that sounds like the plan. The plan is to do away with tipping. Nobody tip anybody anymore. You pay what you pay, and that's fucking it. And I've seen enough people in the restaurant industry that actually respect post about this, and they're not wrong. They make sense, and basically while it sounds logical on paper, it's like, oh, we pay what we pay. We don't have to worry about tipping. Blah blah blah. They make a livable wage, quote unquote.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's gonna increase the fucking bottom line for the restaurant. So they're gonna have to put that somewhere. Okay, well, we'll put it on the menu. Yep. So now that that $20 burger is going to be a $40 burger.
Yep.
Imagine the day. We're going
to
see it in our lifetime. That's fucking scary because we're going to die soon. Demolition
Man, heading there.
Yep.
That's my choice for movie we're going to first.
Fucking Taco Bell.
I want to open a Taco Bell somewhere. We'll talk about it later, though.
Okay.
Good idea.
Okay. Well,
don't tell anyone.
Have you seen the Taco Bell cantinas?
Yeah, they're fucking stupid. The Road Steamer did a video in one.
Okay, that's where I saw it. All right.
Yeah, he made it was hilarious. That was one of his funniest videos.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, he's done some interesting things recently.
So okay, but it also the topic got me thinking because enough people were posting about tipping, and I did a couple weeks ago. I went to Universal for their Halloween Horror Nights and walking around the park, drinking a lot of beer. Sure. First of all, it's theme park prices. It's not fucking cheap. They're like $12, $14 for a fucking beer.
Yeah.
People that bitch about all those drunk people. It's like, it's fucking expensive to get this drunk. I deserve to be this fucking drunk.
We're rich and drunk, you
exactly, asshole. I got a credit limit, motherfucker.
That's right. I can drink all day.
I have a number to hit, and it's got 5 digits, baby.
That's right, motherfucker.
But yeah, so it was like, because there was instances where, first of all, one of the guys, I think did I tell you about the ocular pat down I got?
The what?
The ocular pat down. Always Sunny fans will get it. It's a reference that Mac will say. I did an ocular pat down. I cleared him. But yes, it's basically looking you up and down. So I went up to one of the beer stands and I go, Coors Light. And the guy goes, he starts staring at me. He goes, lower your glasses. I'm wearing sunglasses. It's fucking Florida. He goes, lower your glasses. So I take my glasses off. I'm looking at him. And he literally starts eyeballing me up and down, up and down. He goes, all right. And reaches back and grabs a Coors Light and a Coors Light. This is also 11 o'clock in the morning. It was my second fucking beer. And he hands me the fucking Coors Light. And my brother is dying laughing. He's like, he literally just gave you a fucking ocular pat down. That is the funniest shit ever. I go, I'm sweating more than I'm intaking, so there's no way I'm fucking drunk. That was hilarious. But yeah.
It's also Coors Light.
It's also Coors Light. I'm not asking for a fucking shot here. But like that type of situation, the assumption is he's making an actual fucking wage, whether it's livable or not is negligible, but he's making a wage. But still, like, there's that fucking tip line. And all he did was, first of all, be a dick and then turn around, like pivot, not turn around. He didn't move his feet. I know, like basketball. He didn't move his feet. He pivot and reach back, grab the bottle out of the cooler and handed it to me. I opened the motherfucker.
Wow.
I opened the motherfucker. And still, there's that tip line. And we as people, because of the way society has fucking bred us, you feel kind of like a cunt not actually putting something, even $1 on that tip line for a $14 Coors Light.
What if it was a water you were buying?
$6, and it still would have the line.
Do you still tip?
Well, I didn't tip him, first of all. And
well, fuck him. He's an asshole.
And I'm at the point with the theme parks. Unless I'm actually going into a bar, like you've been to Epcot, obviously. The pub in England, they're actually pouring you a beer and making you a drink. And okay, fine. Those people are, first of all, wonderful. They get a tip. They're actually doing a service here. I don't feel like the pivot, grab a beer, hand it to me. Like, I posted one of them. I was in the Harry Potter area. I had one of whatever the fuck that English fucking water beer was. It was terrible. He took it out of the ice. The ice is sitting right in front of me. Like, I could have just as easily grabbed it. He took it out of the ice and handed it to me. I opened a can.
It's banana land that we're tipping people who are earning a regular wage, but that's what happened with COVID. COVID fucked us.
Right. And that brings me to like stuff like sporting events. Oof. It's a tough one, right? Because it's almost, because we're getting to a point, and the question 5 thing, it's almost like I want to be informed what these people are making when they're, because it's like, I don't know. For all I know, this motherfucker's making $20 an hour and he's flipping the iPad at the TD Garden, right? You know, okay,
yeah,
it's a job. It's probably not 20, but really,
15's the minimum around here.
These things I've never inquired about that job.
15's the minimum here.
See,
you think they're paying minimum wage to someone who has to serve alcohol and pay attention and care?
Yeah.
No, you need to pay someone better to care.
So But you still feel like a cunt not putting something down.
And then it's cash free now. You can't even throw a buck in a fucking jar anymore.
Honestly, I feel like the cash free thing has made it easier to not tip.
Oh, sure.
In these situations,
touch the button, move.
Right.
So one of the beef shops around here has that tip option.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, most of them do.
Right.
Let me rephrase. The ones that have the iPads. And recently, one of the people who I'm friends with that went there and bought a beef, the owner hit the button before they could tip. They wouldn't allow a tip. They were mad. They were paying for it. They insisted, and the iPad didn't spin like it comes on the screen in front of you. She reached over and hit the button. Skip the tip. Sorry, you ain't tipping.
Interesting.
I'm mad you're paying. Well, she was just because she didn't want to make him pay. She was trying to be friendly. Like no.
Right.
You're part of this thing. It wasn't me. It was one of the other guys. And yeah, she hit the button, skip the tip. No tip for my employees because you're awesome.
But also, I'm sure they're paying their employees.
Oh yeah. No, everyone at a beef shop, you have to make minimum wage.
Right.
You don't get paid.
You're not making waiter minimum wage, which is what now?
$5.75, I believe. Last time I checked.
The 1 year I waited tables, it was $2.35.
That's where I was at when I was younger. $2.35.
$2.35.
You know what though? When we used to make $2.35 an hour, we made such good money in tips.
Yeah.
That our hourly wage, say we worked 30 hours a week, would pay our taxes.
Well, that's exactly right. That's why you did that stuff, and also like the credit card tips would go on the paycheck as well for where I was working. Same
idea. Back then, though, it was probably 50-50 credit card and cash. Now it's probably 90% credit card and 10% cash.
Credit card, yeah.
Or even maybe less cash. Because I paid with cash at the liquor store today, and the kid, it was like my blue heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, 100. Yeah, kid, I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
I cash checks.
Cashing checks and breaking necks, motherfucker. What did you do today?
Exactly. I still dabble in cash.
I gotta launder this money somehow and send Mike a Venmo.
That's right. But just so you guys know, 2025 F Buddies will feature its new co-host because Mike's going to jail.
Fuck that shit. Look, I just like expensive pizza. That's all.
That's right. You love the pizza you get the pizza you buy for me is so expensive.
It's so good though.
It's the best pizza. You are buying some good ass pizza.
Like 14 times a month.
All the pizza. And it's always from these cool shops named Nick's. Yeah. And Nick's.
We got all the Nick's.
We got so many Nick's and a guy named Gary. Gary slings some solid pizza.
Gary's good, yeah.
Joe makes great pizza.
Not for gay sex.
No. You cannot. I asked Gary to send me money for gay sex, and my Venmo was briefly paused.
You wrote "not gay sex" and it went through.
Yes, it wasn't for gay sex. It was for different things. Oh, speaking of, was it you that told me how to eliminate public transactions in Venmo?
Yeah.
Thank God you taught me that because it was getting awkward with customers.
Yeah.
They'd send me a screenshot and it would say "hand job" as my most recent transaction.
Yeah.
And they would write, "Is this you?" And I'm like.
Yeah, and you can do all your back ones too.
That's the thing you taught me.
Yeah.
I was private after 2 transactions, but I had these two.
The first one. Yeah.
And they were the same person both times. It was to Kevin Mulvey, who is one of the guys helping me start the page, and it was for lunch. I wrote hand job.
Yeah.
Oh, first one was hand job. Second one was mouth hug.
I'm sure my first one was to Will or something, and it involved drugs.
Yeah.
Here's
for that bag of cocaine. Ooh. Wink, wink.
Yeah, so. Cocaine and dirty sex or something along those lines. Yeah.
So getting back to the thing with the waiters and waitresses is the restaurants are gonna fuck us.
Yeah.
The people that are making bank, slinging food and drinks are gonna quit because they're making less bank because people aren't gonna tip as much.
Right.
Because now the bill's way higher and they think that their bill's higher is relative to the person who's serving them, but no.
Right.
This person serving them is making less money.
Right.
We're paying more money.
Who it's actually hurting is the wait staff that are good at their jobs. Mm-hmm. And that's who I'm seeing a lot of the posts I read were from people who are good at their fucking jobs. Like I said, people I respect in the industry. And the way they broke it down was just that. It's like, no, we're going to make a lot less if we're just making a fucking hourly wage. Because as you said, it's like, yeah, we made $2.35 an hour, but we were fucking paying rent and shit like that. It's like we were living. You can't pay rent off $2.35 an hour, no matter what anybody tells you.
A bartender at Patty Kelly's, who I was just talking to a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, they coming back?
Single girl. No, Patty Kelly's is still. No.
I know.
There, she was talking about her house.
Right.
Single girl is a bartender at Patty Kelly. She works full time, works her ass off.
Yep.
And she can afford to buy a house.
There you go.
Okay. Now let's do the math real quick.
I'm assuming in New Hampshire, of course.
I actually didn't ask her address because I'm one of them.
We'll get to them joking, soon. But we'll get to you in a second.
We'll get to them soon, real soon. Jesus Christ. I just said, wow, that's really cool. You know, I'm.
That's actually very impressive, to be honest with you.
It is now. If she was making
7 radio jobs and a TV show, and I still couldn't buy a fucking house.
I mean, no offense, but she's pretty good looking.
Hey, I had my moments.
You're not an ugly man.
I used to cut my hair. I used to shave, wear pants. Fucking, you know.
This is like a 27-year-old girl with a very pretty. She's a very attractive young lady. But that's part of the thing is either if you're a bartender.
Does she want a part of the TV show? We can pay her minimum wage. we could just put her your old job and not pay her. There you go. That's a Scotland wage. 0.
So if she was to make $15 an hour and say she works 40 hours a week, maybe, sure. I don't know. We'll use that as the number because that's a full-time typical wage. 40 times 15 is $600. After taxes and all the bullshit, you're probably clearing just south of 5.
Yeah.
Let's call it 5 for argument's sake. Let's just call it 5 for argument's sake. We'll say she makes a couple tips, but way less.
Sure.
$2,000 a month she's taking in income. If she wants to have a car, $500 minimum to have a fucking Hyundai. Insurance, $200.
Yeah.
Groceries through the fucking roof. Just a girl by herself who probably has those girl dinners.
You know what? It'd probably be good for her not to eat for a couple weeks.
That's probably the best idea. It's best for her appearance and everything else.
It will help the tips.
Well, probably with weekly expenses, not counting housing.
Yeah.
Gas, groceries, car. We're probably at $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Now there's $1,000 left over. You can't get a 1-bedroom fucking shithole in Lynn apartment, a studio in Lynn on the fucking 8th floor of a walk-up for $1,000 a month.
I can actually speak to that exact what you just said directly, because during COVID, I'd gotten divorced, no job, was stuck on the Cape, but when COVID was over, needed a place to live.
Sure.
Yeah. There wasn't anything like that, which is, again, I had friends in Orlando and friends in Tampa, and they're like, oh, yeah, we got a 2-bedroom, blah, 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 with parking and fucking gated and all that stuff, like $900. And so I'm like, all right, fine. I'm fucking looking at Florida.
Yeah. You were in a situation that was just you had a free pass to explore the world.
It's so weird. It's like, it's the best and worst of situations. Like, if it... At any other point in my life, I would have been fucking horrified. But the fact that we were in that pandemic and I couldn't go anywhere, I think that kind of helped a little bit. Because it's like, if let's just say in a normal situation, there wasn't a pandemic happening, and I found myself divorced without a job, living at mom's house, I'm fucking shitting pants. I'm shitting my pants. I'm shitting your pants. I'm shitting everybody's.
Without COVID,
I'm putting other people's pants on because I can't afford pants. I'm gonna shit those pants too.
Yeah, you're the biggest loser I know without COVID.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I'm fucking homeless.
You're homeless.
I'm homeless and divorced.
Well, think about
I'm walking in the bars going, remember I used to be somebody? Give me some fucking chicken.
That's true.
Exactly.
So I mean, you went from, TV show job, radio show job.
Yeah.
Wife.
Yeah.
You had a life, I guess we'll call it.
Some semblance of one, yes.
And then the pandemic hit, marriage failed.
Well,
you don't have any children.
Done.
Well, yeah, you don't have any children or pets that were yours. I don't know if you had pets, but that were yours. So, you got this weird reset button at the age of 42, 41. I
was 40.
Yeah, where you can I can make a decision to do something. You could have easily just become the Linfield town drunk.
100%. 100%. And realistically, like had things gone differently, I don't know what the fuck would have happened. Because I mean, not to derail the whole fucking show, but yeah, the original plan was to do another show. And what stopped it, like I said, I was living on the Cape with my mother and stepdad. And it's like, they were supposed to go to Florida after Easter. And I was going to spend 2-3 months with a couple people filming shows and getting my career going again. They decided against it. I had enough of not leaving the fucking house, and I couldn't go out and come back because they were hypersensitive about COVID. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go to Florida for 3 months. And then in July, when restaurants are hopefully open, because they were still closed. They were closed to Memorial Day. They were fucking close to Memorial Day. I remember sitting at Johnny Brown's fucking watching people on Facebook ripping the plastic down from the bars. And so that was the plan. I was going to come down here for 3 months, chill out, and then go back. But by the time I went back in July, I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. Like, I'm absolutely not. I'm staying in Florida.
You made the absolute right decision for you right then.
100%, yeah. I mean, and to this point, I still have zero regrets.
I mean, you went from potentially being the town drunk of Linfield to being the town drunk of Delray.
Exactly.
That's pretty fucking cool.
And it's way fucking better.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like this, it's sunny every day, and there's sand, there's beaches, Beautiful. There's hot women, there's nice cars.
If you pass out on the beach, you're not going to freeze to death.
I always said if I ever fuck up and go homeless, I'm going to Key West. Mm-hmm. That's the world. But you also, joking aside, you went down there and actually found a place, got a job, made a life. I
bought a home.
Yeah, exactly.
I bought a fucking home. It's like I'm a real person.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm obviously kidding about you being the town. I mean, you are the town drunk, but I still am.
But at least I'm a friendly one.
You're a friendly one, and
this was on our topic list months ago, and we never got to it. But I think I'm a professional bar regular.
Yeah, you are. You are really good at that.
The place I went to, not just this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. So the Sunday before was the first time I was there, and I texted you a lot. I was fucking with people with touch tunes, bartender with huge heavy tits. Great.
Oh, heavy tits is a great description of tits. I like heavy tits.
But that was the first time there.
Terry had heavy tits.
Terry.
And she also loved tits and ass. Just one of the guys.
Okay. Hers weren't that. These are heavy.
They were heavy. These were heavy.
Heavy. But yeah, so it's like I went there for the first time, had a great time, rapport with the bartender, and last Sunday, I'm like, I work. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch the games over at the bar. And I sit down, and immediately she's like, "Oh, here you go," and hands me the same fucking beer I was drinking. It wasn't Bud Light, so it was Barrel Monk's single in Havana.
Ooh.
And Louis drops it down, and I go, "What's that?" She goes, "Oh, that's what you were drinking last week." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm already a regular here."
Yeah, she's got you locked in.
No questions asked. She goes, "What are you gonna play tonight?" Like the whole touch tune shit. It's like, Jesus. I'm good at that.
So on that same
I'm actually
vein,
not an asshole, despite what people think. That's the thing.
No,
I tip well. Also, I'm not an asshole. I don't like fucking hound them when my beer is empty because they're busy.
So I'm not a regular at this place, but I do. My wife likes the wings they have, and they don't use the gluten, so she can get them. Sure. It's the Derby in Salem, which used to be Tavern in the Square.
Yeah.
Okay. Bartender there, I forget his name now. The kid's he's the balls. If I opened a restaurant, I'd give him $10,000 to come run my bar. He's the that's fine. I wouldn't give it to him. I'd give him my wife instead. There you go. Have a couple hours.
Take my wife.
So he walks up and he hands my wife. She'll drink a White Claw when we go there. Just a basic bitch fucking black cherry White Claw. And he looks at me and goes, "The usual?" This was a couple days ago. I go, "I don't know what the usual is. What do I get here?"
What do you think that is?
And he goes, "Fiddlehead." Unless you want a Guinness, but that was months ago. I went,
"Fucking, they're good, man." And that's it. And that's a guy who definitely doesn't want this question 5 to go through because he's good at his fucking job, and that's why he makes tips, and that's how he's paying his mortgage, probably.
Let me tell you why this guy's great. I'll tell you why this guy's great. I get a burger every time I go there because I love a burger. I'm a big burger guy, as you are too. And the burger is good. It's nothing crazy. They don't put fucking crazy toppings unless you want them on. It's just a cheeseburger, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle.
You know, I was thinking of that on the drive home. A place that just does a fucking really good classic burger.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
do you know what I put?
What the fuck is wrong with that?
What do you put for a condiment on a lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion burger, cheeseburger? No bacon, no barbecue, just a regular burger. But you have the choice of topping if you choose one.
Honestly,
yeah.
If it's sitting in front of me, I'll put like a dollop of ketchup. If there's nothing, if they don't have the ketchup sitting right there, I'm just smashing the fucking the lettuce, tomato, onion, and the bun right on top and just going.
See, I'm a mayo on a burger guy.
I'm not.
Huge mayo on a burger. I think mayo is the world's greatest condiment.
Okay, I say I'm not, but I am to a point. I'm a mayo as a base guy, not just a plain mayo on a burger. Okay, but every time I make a burger at home, I make my own burger sauce, and mayo is in it. Like, mayo is the base of it.
Oh, Thousand Island dressing all day, of course.
Yeah, I mean, mine. I do mine a little different, but yeah.
A little wash your sister sauce, a little ketchup, mustard, maybe some relish. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I'm a straight up mayo guy in a burger.
Okay.
And I've asked for a side of mayo while ordering for the last 25 years in front of my wife, who can tell you it happens 1% of the time. I have to be like, oh yeah, side of mayo. You forgot the side of mayo.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
The Derby and Salem,
they don't forget.
I'm going to say 10 times they forgot once. And he didn't forget because he walked by, looked down with a face of horror, knowing the mayo wasn't there. And I'm not a prick. I'm not a big timer. I'm not a fucking. I'm a introvert, I guess, if you will. I'm a calm fella who just asked for his mayo and appreciates it. So
just a humble motherfucker with a big dick. That's all, maybe.
Exactly. So he ran back to the kitchen because he knew him. Like, this fucking guy is the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you how far it went. I know the manager that works there.
Yeah.
She's a beef group girl, been around forever. She's a Salem Beverly restaurant chick. During the Greg Bates fiasco, she was kind of involved.
Sure.
And she goes there and hustles her ass off. And I messaged her. I said, "Hey Liz, if I ever open a restaurant, I'm stealing your bartender." She knows his name immediately. She goes, "Oh, him? I can't think of his name." She goes, "Yeah, he's phenomenal." I said, "Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna have him have my kids. I mean, this guy's awesome."
So he's gonna work at your Taco Bell.
Yeah, my Taco Bell. Listen, the dream is not a Taco Bell, but Taco Bell where the money is, and I got a nice spot for one. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
I think we've done tipping.
Yeah.
You're a bar regular.
Yeah,
and I'm a restaurant. I guess I'm not as much a regular as you, but me and my wife do hit the same few spots because
you have a wife and kid.
But also, we hit the same few spots when we go out because of her restrictions.
Sure. She
has to feel safe eating at a place because if she has gluten, I mean, literally, she could die.
Yeah.
As fucked up as that sounds, the last time she had an issue, she was in the emergency room for a day.
I'm actually dealing with this, helping my brother plan the family Disney trip because my nephew has a lot of food allergies.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it's tough.
And it sucks because gluten got this connotation back in like the mid 2000s when all these basic white bitches were pretending they had an allergy or it was a preference. They thought it was healthy and they were drinking fucking Red Hook.
Yeah.
Well, not Red Hook, Red Rock or some fucking gluten-free beer. And does it have gluten? We used to make fun of these people, me and my wife, because they were fake.
Well, it's now, one of those, I forget, it was like a memed bar sign. I forget where it was, but it's something about, the beers and all the gluten or something like, it's that man thing. Like, we got all the gluten in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That thing. Be a man.
I still do it when at restaurants and she'll get a gluten-free pizza and they'll say, "Do you want gluten-free pizza?" I said, "I'll take extra gluten, please."
Yeah. Waka waka.
I'm not a fucking bitch.
Right.
And then she'll get mad at me. It'll be great and ruin the night, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to these places and
you and Leo get to eat at the end of the night.
That's right. Exactly. That has not been so long. It was a daytime visit recently. That's the problem.
That's what it is. It's not what you're eating. It's when you're eating it.
It was self-justification because I was running late and I was starving. I'm like, what can I get very quickly? Everything takes too much time, but I have an app for something that I can just get in seconds. If I order it now and choose the walk-in option because it's faster than the drive-through, I could be driving and eating a McDonald's cheeseburger, then get to my destination and not be late.
4 in one hand.
That's right. No, I don't do quads on time. No daytime quads. We did that once. It was a sad moment of my entire life. What am I doing right now? I'm having a fucking McDonald's. I'm having a. I've done it twice.
Did you get the double burger with 2 extra patties? Yes, I did. Thank you.
I get the triple with an extra. Well, the first time I did it, they didn't give it to me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go walking back in and say, hey, what the fuck? I ordered 4 fucking patties. You gave me 3. Hurry up and fix it, because I barely want to mention that I ordered that anyways.
I remember
the second time they gave it to me, I sat there.
It was.
Yeah, you did.
I think it was after our Cabaret show. I Ubered back to the house, and Mom was still with my niece and nephew, and it's just him at the house. And I was in a state, obviously, definitely not the state of Massachusetts,
state of California.
And
Jack.
He looked at me, and he's like, "I'm gonna get some McDonald's." I'm like, "Yeah."
Let's fucking go.
We went to fucking Saugus, went inside.
Can I call you Dad?
We're using the fucking, we didn't even order ahead. We're using the fucking menu in there. And I'm like, no. You got to get that. And I'm fucking making a quad on the menu in there. And we both
the extra 1/10 of a pound patty.
Eating. And he's like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't know you guys ate in. Did you eat in? Did you go home or inside? Fuck yes, that's awesome.
Fucking gangster.
Oh, I remember that. I didn't know that part of it. Holy shit.
We fucking got it. We sat down. We ate inside. We went home.
So
full and happy.
Yeah, so if you ever get a chance to eat a quad, which is a quadruple McDonald's cheeseburger, do it.
It's fucking fantastic.
It's like that. What's that? Like that song? If you ever get a chance to dance, I hope you dance. Yeah. It's a country song, but I hope you eat the quad. Anyways, you and I. Thank you. Yeah, you and I are both bar frequenters. Yeah. You're a regular. I'm a frequenter. Yeah. Go to the same places. Even when I become friendly with the staff, to the point they know my name, they know what I'm drinking. Never have I ever asked a waitress or bartender for a picture of themselves, like not a selfie together for some joke,
or something, but.
Yeah, like I'm talking while you're working, and like, hey, cutie.
No. While you're being served by the person.
Yeah, while they're serving you.
Hey, by the way, hang on a second. Let me snap this photo of you giving me a beer or whatever.
You're so good at your job.
Yeah,
and you smiled at me, which means you want to fuck this fat 60-year-old bald guy with a fucking flip phone. Obviously, you want my dick inside you. I'm taking a picture of this moment, and I'm posting it right on Merrimack Valley Eats to show the world I still got it.
There used to be a regular posting on the other fucking group. North Shore Dine.
Yeah. Well, you know, everyone loves, every waitress and waiter and hostess and bartender loves nothing more than having their picture taken while they're working.
Here's the thing.
It's scientifically proven.
I used to work in an industry where we literally have cameras on us. I hated getting asked for a picture. I hated it. It's never going to come out great. I'm in work mode, so I'm going to look annoyed. I know I'm annoyed, even though I'm faking the smile. It's like, and everyone, nobody likes getting their picture taken at work.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
We dealt with that at the Cabaret, the first show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even though it was consensual.
Yep.
Yeah. Nobody likes getting their picture taken at work.
I mean, the reason we took pictures of the Cabaret was because they were wearing our shirt.
Oh no, not that one. The one on stage with the beef.
Oh yeah. She wanted that picture.
That was the funny
thing.
Just for all the ones wearing our shirts were posting them. We would have been better off with one of them.
Yeah.
We're the idiots here. We have 8 girls wearing our shirts. The one not wearing it, we post.
Here's the funny thing. I still haven't figured out why she allowed that picture to be taken.
No idea.
What was it for?
It wasn't even on her phone.
Was it for me to jerk off to? I have Pornhub, honey. I don't crank hog.
I don't understand it. But
clothing wearing strippers eating roast beef sandwich with glasses on.
I don't know. It's a great picture.
You know, it's phenomenal. I never told you this one. Someone that I know that didn't make it out that night that wanted to come but couldn't because he was working.
Sure.
You don't know this person.
Okay.
But he's good friends with me and very much in the history of beefs as far as the Page's inception goes.
Right.
He knows the whole story. I talk to him often. He went back there, knows what picture it was. He took it. He saw it and used that information to garner favor with that girl as to how much of an asshole I am for posting it. Which that I say, good job. Good job. Have some fun with that.
Yeah. Good for you.
I will never be a cock blocker.
No.
But yeah, the thing is though, don't bother people who are waiting tables, and don't ask them for a fucking picture. Like that picture we're talking about.
That one there, which was this past week, obviously, because we're talking about today. So it was between today and last Tuesday. But anyone, like we mentioned, they used to be posted frequently. I haven't been a part of the group in forever, but used to be frequently. There was a bartender picture or a waitress picture constantly, and they all look like hostage pictures.
It really, someone goes,
like, make sure you let them know we're not killing you. Okay, here's the newspaper of today's date. Oh, God.
I was legitimately the first to comment on the whole post. I went, stop taking pictures of your servers. Yeah. It's weird. And someone's like, she posed for the picture. I said, it's a fucking prison smile.
Yeah.
It's a gun to her head. Yeah. Her family's about to get killed if she doesn't smile.
Right.
It's not okay. Leave them alone. Just leave them alone.
And you obviously weren't wrong, because the majority of the rest of the comments were all about, oh, she's not posing. She's working for tips. This guy's fucking trying to be an asshole. He might fuck her tips over if she hasn't posed for the fucking picture. Blah, blah. It's just creepy.
Imagine saying no. He's gonna not tip. He's not gonna tip her.
He's not gonna tip her, and he's gonna make that his whole review.
And
what an attitude problem she had.
What a bitch she was.
Bitch. Primer was mid.
I'm so glad I wasn't born a woman.
Oh my God.
They bleed. They have attitudes. Sometimes for no reason.
First, they bleed.
Oh, can you imagine what's that awful sexist joke that I love? What's the only animal that can bleed for 6 days without dying?
I mean,
a woman.
A woman. If something bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die, I don't trust it.
Yep, that's it. But anyway, I'm
determined to kill it.
We're never getting that lesbian bar to sponsor us at this rate, by the way.
We'll get them. Don't worry.
We'll get them. We'll get them hairy lesbos.
That first episode is definitely being named Scissor Me Timbers.
You like 8-year-old boy haircuts? Me too.
Me too.
So
you go to Supercuts and ask for a number 2, don't you? Yeah, you do, in the boys section.
I hope I never get to the point where I think I become that fucking Mike Tyson meme where she smiled at me because it's her job and I think she likes me.
Right.
I mean, we know a listener who goes to strip clubs and they do their job and he spends $500 and it's like, they really liked me. No, they didn't. No, they didn't, Mike Sullivan. No, they didn't. They didn't like you. They liked your money.
Yeah.
They love your money. Well, I went to the strip club last week, actually, speaking of. For the first time in my life, I went to the Cabaret Lounge in Peabody, because that's our sponsor, didn't drink or see dancers. It was one of the most adult and sad days of my life.
Well, you went there for business.
I had to go to
first of all.
I went there to get us locked up for the next 6 months.
It's similar,
but
similar to the last time we were there.
Yep.
And I can honestly say, and I have said many times, it's the first time I've walked into a strip club and been handed money.
That's true.
I mean,
true.
You know what I mean? That shit does not happen.
It's an investment in the strippers, because if they gave us cash, we'd leave with no cash. They should not writing checks to us.
Zero.
They'd be smart to not give us. So, but I walked in that back room with Lawrence and Fang, who are the people in charge there.
Right.
And Lawrence he's a 50-something-year-old Italian guy, really nice, super nice, almost too nice, if you will, almost too nice. And you got the wild card, the Chinese guy who doesn't sit down and lurks over you, makes me sit down, but he don't sit. Like, why are you standing up? What's going on right now? Yeah. Who's behind me? I tell you, it's an awkward moment. Then you get the fucking Mongo fucking DJ sitting up in the room. That, you know what I'm talking about? That fucking guy. He's outside the room like, Jesus, I'm either getting paid or getting killed, but something's happening real soon. Yeah. And luckily for me and you, I got paid. We got paid.
Yeah.
But I had to leave. I'm like, I had shit going on. I had family stuff. I'm like, so I go walking out, and I don't know many strippers' names.
Sure.
And I probably don't know this one's name, but she calls herself Brenda. And that is hilarious to me. It's like one of the worst names ever of anybody, not even a stripper. Brenda.
Yeah.
That's a fat white chick from Lynn's name. She has 7 kids and no baby daddies to speak of.
Yeah.
Her name is Brenda. So Brenda doesn't speak much English. She's Brazilian. And I've been going to the Cabaret twice a year for years, and Brenda's been there since, forever. And as I'm walking out, she goes, "You not going to sit down?" I'm like, "I gotta go." She goes, "Oh, I miss you." I'm like, "Oh, see you later, Brenda."
I gotta go, Brenda.
Brenda's awesome.
First of all, I didn't know she was Brazilian. Her name is definitely not Brenda.
Yeah, that's what's funny. She's a Brazilian, thick Brazilian with dark curly hair that speaks very little English, and she's Brenda.
Brenda.
Hey, pick the worst name in English. Brenda. Okay, I'll be Brenda. Terrible. So yeah, but it's a PSA. Don't leave the waitresses alone. Don't be that guy at Hooters that brings a gift on Christmas. You fucking creep.
My God. You
bring a present. You're 63 years old. You have no hair. You're fat. You were in the same T-shirt as yesterday when you were there for lunch, and you're bringing a fucking gift. Go kill yourself.
The Hooters waitress is not your girlfriend. South Park did a whole episode on it. Just go watch the Raisins episode.
It's
Butters thinks one of the fucking girls is his girlfriend, and they're at Raisins because they're all 8 instead of adults. But yeah, they fucking nailed it. It's like
Raisins is hilarious, by the way.
Huh?
Raisins is hilarious. Yeah. The name of that's hilarious. I'll give you an example though, because I do well. Yes, I get it. Yes, thank you. They do. I do well with two facets of people, and it's not even on purpose that I'm creepy.
Tuning in, Cabaret Lounge and Peabody. How are you?
Super, super, super out of my league hot women.
Yeah.
For some reason, like beyond what I could. Even young Andy, we was snagging 8s, 9s. This is a 13.
Uh-huh.
I've had more than one time where it was awkward for my wife, and it was kind of like, I don't get this.
Yeah.
And gay men.
You got
those two things I do really, but no, in person, not just online. In person, like there's a host, manager, waiter at Daniela's in Danvers that I've been going to for years. Flirts me every time, and he's not even my fucking waiter.
I mean, you might not know it, but you're putting the vibe out, guy. Just don't fight it.
I guess I'm trying to fuck, but I'm not trying to fuck.
That's your third act, gay Andy.
I can't do it though. Imagine if I just go gay out, my life's over. Even if I wanted to suck a dick, I can't. Not publicly. And I could.
Look,
there's some of my DMs right now.
I love you, buddy, but I can't do it.
There's some of my DMs right this second, probably typing right now.
He's literally feverishly typing.
Probably sending me porn scenes and offering to fuck me.
Yeah.
The most recent DM was, leave your window. I'll leave my bedroom window cracked open. Sneak in and titty fuck me.
Slide in and titty fuck me.
Slide in and titty fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah. You slide right in.
And this is not like this is a real gay adult man.
Also, it says a lot about his asshole that he's so confident that you'll just slide right in. There's not any pressure whatsoever. It's not the gaping masshole, but it's a gaping fucking asshole.
I mean, if I was interested in doing a guy, I got one ready to go. I got one on deck.
Yeah, there's no problem.
I don't know where he lives, but I'm sure I could find it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotta be local. I mean, he's fucking bothering me on Facebook. He found me on but also like super, super, super hot women have made it awkward for my wife, and I don't get it. And it's almost like they want to give me a make-a-wish.
Right.
Like, this kid's got some downs.
Maybe that's just
touch of the downs. There was one bartender.
What was that? It's the Baldwin Matt Damon scene where they're at the driving range and Departed, and he's like, "Oh, well, he's got a wedding ring. He must be married. That means his cock works." That's the thought. It's
actually true.
It's like and then the wife. Maybe we wrangle some fucking 3-way here. At least his dick works. Or you got a couple pills.
There was a bartender at Foxwoods. Oh, I have a funny story for you, actually.
All right.
A bartender at Foxwoods. You would have loved this one. Black chick, gorgeous, nice fake tits, ass ridiculous, waist tiny. She was like, I'm talking perfect from head to toe.
I think I know her.
Yeah, like, phenomenal. And she asked me what I wanted. I was with my wife, clearly with my wife, like we were together.
Yeah.
And she went and got me a drink and walked away and did not take my wife's order. ignored her blatantly. And my wife's like, "What the fuck just happened?" I don't know.
Holy shit!
And I said, "Excuse me."
She works here.
I go, "Excuse me." She goes, "Yeah." I go, "How about the one I brought?" Like, what the fuck?
How about my hoe?
And she put down a glass of wine angrily. I don't know what she saw in me, what vibe I was giving off, but
Andy
I had a
Ferg
12
was
out of
the
10.
man of her dreams that night.
I had a 12 out of 10 black chick ready to fuck, and my wife was like, and she still brings it up. This was years ago. Still brings it up. But I have a funny sidebar story, and since we started on time, I can sneak this in.
Yeah, sure.
Talking about something to do with high school, and we're driving home from Maine. Me and my wife were just shooting the shit, and I think we listened to the Bobby Lee Santino podcast, and something about a bisexual girlfriend got brought up, and I said, "I've had one of those." And my wife looks at me and she goes, "I'm not bisexual." I said, "Did I mention your fucking name? Because I'm a dick." And she goes, "When did you have a bisexual girlfriend?" I said, "My girlfriend in high school was bisexual." She goes, "You never told me that." I go, "Yeah, I did. We've talked about this. I've never told you the time I was about to have a threesome with this fucking girl and blah, blah, blah." She goes, "No."
Whoops.
There's no way I didn't. I go, I didn't even do it. So there's no way I didn't tell you. It's not like I fucked two girls at once and I'm bragging. I'm saying I didn't do it. I had this moral fucking compass where I didn't bone them both. She goes, "We've never talked about this." I said, "This makes no sense. I have nothing to hide." Mm-hmm. And now she's getting upset because I didn't tell her some story from fucking 20-something years ago.
Right.
She goes, "Tell it now." I said, "All right, my ex-girlfriend in high school was my ex-girlfriend. Oh, I told her my ex-girlfriend in high school, like pussy and tits and making out with girls. And one of her friends came over. 3 of us were hanging out. I was mixing up cocktails. I'm a rapist creep, making what we called back then Fergaritas."
The secret ingredient
Tequila.
is the Rufinol.
Trust me, I didn't need Rufinol with these two. Tequila and Sprite. Full send. Delicious when you're 19.
That's not even a proper cocktail. That's a shot. Pal.
No, it's terrible. So
those are actually called tequila bangers, but
they're topless. They're making out. I'm fucking walking around in tidy whities with a fucking middle school hard on. What a day. Turns out the other girl that was
proud, prancing around like a goddamn champion.
The other girl had a boyfriend who was my friend, and I'm a respectful motherfucker. So I call her, "Hey man, I'm
about to fuck your girl.
This is all happening right now. I suggest you get here because
I love that you had to call him too because there was no texting in high school.
Oh yeah, no texting. This is 19.
You probably had to call his home, 98. Ask his mom if you could talk to him.
No, we had cell phones. There was no texting yet. This was early cell phones. Okay. This was green screen Sprint phones. Green screen. They weren't Sony's maybe. I don't know what they were. I never had one of those.
I'm guessing Motorola.
Yeah, that's Motorola.
Everything was Motorola back in the day.
So he tells me, he's like, "Listen, I'm with so and so. I'm not coming over." I'm like, "Fuck." And I start trying to make the move. I can't land the plane. I don't know what they're both cock teasers and they don't want to do it, but they want to make me want to do it, and they like me being all excited about it. Whatever, it doesn't happen.
So did you just cuck it out in the corner and jack off?
Yeah, I probably cranked hog, sure. The name of this episode is Cranking Hog, so we just locked that in. So
it was just a tip. No, it's Cranking Hog.
Anyways, fast forward now. I am at this juncture, I believe I was in my second year of college. This is when it gets weird.
Okay.
My second year of college. My high school girlfriend, when I was in high school, is now a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Because I did the sophomore senior thing, where she was a sophomore, I was a senior, and I graduated. We stayed together most of the time. I didn't ask how old the other girl was. She was younger than my girlfriend. Lucky for me, I didn't do anything.
How old were you?
19.
How younger?
She was 16. It's borderline.
At that you're both in high school.
No, I was in college.
Oh.
I graduated young.
Oh.
Here's where the story gets funny. Fast forward one more year. Andy is now in his third year of college, and he can now substitute teach at schools.
Oh, no.
Because in Massachusetts, you can be a third-year college student working towards a degree, and you're allowed to substitute teach. I am in the Peabody High School mechanical drawing class.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know because I didn't teach anything that day.
That was a mechanical drawing class.
I have no idea what it meant. It was like fucking nerdy computer shit back in the day. We used a machine to draw. I don't know. It's like architecture. I have no clue.
It sounds like art class for guys who are going to sell tires later in life.
So I'll give you. So when I used to substitute teach a lot in elementary school. You must teach.
There you go. Make a wheel. I'll check in you in a half hour.
You must teach elementary school. You must follow the curriculum. You must give homework. You must actually teach.
Right.
Middle school, iffy, depends on the teacher. Sometimes they're pricks, sometimes they're easy.
Right.
High school, you don't do a fucking thing. I would say to the kids, leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. Don't make too much noise. This will be over in an hour.
You were an actual substitute teacher, motherfucker. That's
for years. I did it for
wild.
years. I was good at it. When I moved to Maine, I'm going to be a teacher.
That is wild.
Andrew will be a teacher. Andy is never be a teacher.
That is wild.
So
yeah, you're so good at hiding your identity. Just Google yourself.
I know, no kidding. I found out the other day. I got to lose like 50 pounds today. That's not me. So I'm in mechanical drawing.
Live, pal.
First period of the day, mechanical drawing. I'm reading a actual newspaper, Boston Herald, the sports section. Got my feet up. I'm like that cool sub with his jeans and his button-up shirt, wearing some loafers, feet on the desk. I hear from outside the room, "Good morning, Mr. Ferguson."
Ruh-roh.
I pull the paper down. I look at the door. The other girl is still in high school.
Was she in your class?
Nope. Just heard I was teaching and thought it'd be funny to fuck with me or flirt with me, whatever it was, and I went, "Good morning, so and so. How are you?
How are you?
How are your studies?
With your teacher's fucking to-go cup of coffee.
Best teacher ever mug.
How are you?
Yeah. Anyways, it was
my wife's pull the Dr. Jones eyelids thing. Fuck me or whatever the fuck it said.
Nope. God damn, she looked good too. Whew. Holy. My wife's like, this all happened. Yeah. But I didn't do anything to go get in trouble, but I was at the cusp of causing a felony.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even too old to I was serving underage, but I was underage. I shouldn't have had tequila. I was fucking 19. Thankfully, this is all my only saving graces. I was ahead of my grade and she had stayed back. So technically we're both in the range of legality.
So when you say you're mixing up drinks, blah, 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 did you have an apartment?
No, it was my parents' house.
Okay. That's what I was questioning.
So my parents used to leave me home alone a lot on the weekends, and I would have small parties, big parties.
Your dad, take the fucking softball team out to the woods and drop acid?
Yeah, they do a lot of things.
Look, they cut that guy's arm off. Let's be honest.
Listen, my parents stopped parenting me when I was probably 12 years old. Was the last time I was parented. Here's the world, kid. Figure it out. And I did. I did okay.
There's a carton of Marlboros. Figure it out, buddy.
I left my kid home alone this weekend for one night. And instead of having a party and wrecking my house, she cleaned it. So this generation's weird.
Yes, they're fucking weird as shit, but consider yourself lucky.
Oh, yeah.
All your shit wasn't broke.
Do you know how many fucking avenues there are to drink in my house?
I mean, look. So what we're going to do is you're going to do Gary and Joe, and I will be back in 2 seconds.
I'm excited about this because the rates are down.
Yes, they are. Oh, yeah, you were very excited about that.
The presenting sponsor of the North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, sponsors this show as well. They have sponsored this show for years, and they're awesome. They are at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. If you Google it, you will find it. Here's the thing. The rates just took a significant drop. They dipped. They went down from the high average down like 1.5 points, which means there's an election coming. And you know what that means. Rates drop. Gas prices go down. It's fucking awesome for 2 months because they try to manipulate us, but you must take advantage of the manipulation and buy now. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what these rates are going to be? But if you want to buy a house, refinance your house, buy a condo, buy a rental property, buy a fucking income property, now's the fucking time. Jump on the bandwagon with Gary at Buy and Refi on Instagram, the Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. And remember, folks, you marry the house and you fuck the mortgage because you can always get a new fucking mortgage. But rates just dropped, so now's a great time to look at the house of your dreams. They're not down to their lows where they were, a couple of years ago when they were fake low when I refinanced, but I mean, my first house I bought, I got a rate of about 5.5, which is a good rate. They're around 6 right now, but again, lower than fucking 8. So anyways, yeah, buy and refi on Instagram, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Ben Franklin Print Company, the longest running sponsor of this podcast. Also, the flag sponsor of the North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament. I just picked up the flags the other day. Every hole is going to have a flag on it with my logo, the North Shore Beefs logo, and Joe Schulte from Ben Franklin Print Co., their logo on each flag. Please don't steal them. They're not cheap. Joe's the man. He does the best printing on the entire North Shore. And I would say the world, but I don't know about the world. I just know them. And we just got these printed up the other day. So had an awesome artist draw the Notre Dame logo, but it's been adjusted with a beef head. Trig drew this up for us. Joe printed them. The quality's phenomenal. The ink, the Joe Schulte super ink is ridiculous. There's so much detail in this, and this shirt's going to last forever because all of Joe's shit does. And if it doesn't, he stands behind his stuff. So that's Ben Franklin Print Co. at Ben Franklin _ Print Co. on Instagram.
177 North Main Street in Middleton. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. Mention F Buddies, get 10% off your next order, kid. Twisted Fate Brewing. You're running? Okay. Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers. 120 Andover Street in Danvers. That's Route 114 in Danvers. And now that, thanks to Ben Franklin Print Company, they print up a whole bunch of flags and banners, and it says beer right here. So you know exactly where it is on 114. But if you don't, it's right next to the Guitar Center and in front of the Walmart on 114 in Danvers. Just look for the beer signs right there. Twisted Fate Brewing. And their website, twistedfatebrewing.com. Click on Find Our Beer so you can find out what bars are pouring Twisted Fate and what liquor stores are selling Twisted Fate Brewing. Taproom hours can be found weekly over on the Instagram at Twisted Fate Brewing. For example, their fall hours, goddamn. Their fall hours just got posted. Closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. And the rest of the week, they're all over the place. 4 to 8 on Mondays, Thursdays and Fridays, 3 to 9, Saturdays, 12 to 8, Sundays, 12 to 7. But again, taproom hours are posted weekly over at Twisted Fate Brewing on Instagram. Also, the events that they have coming up, like last week's Oktoberfest, whenever they have live music, if they do comedy, etc., etc. And of course, new beer releases. Don't Fear the Dunkel is one of the coolest fucking cans I've ever seen.
The can art, they've stepped up so much on the can.
Holy shit. Like a year ago this time, we were talking, that was like the only thing. I'm like, Dave brews the best fucking beer. They just step up to the can art, and holy shit,
they've done it.
Yes, he did.
And did you mention the new location? Because we should mention it every chance we get.
I didn't mention it yet because I'm not exactly sure when it's opening.
Oh, that's not till March of next year.
I don't want to get people too excited, but it's March next year.
Yeah, it's March of the goal is March of 2025. Dave has the keys. Sent me a video of the facility. Basically, it's a double unit he's got set up there. It's going to be phenomenal. They're going to have all the beers, some food. They're going to have like an actual kitchen. It's going to be. I'm very excited for Dave and in general.
It's going to be in the what used to be Suffolk Downs. I'm sure they're going to come up with some fancy highfalutin name. It's Beachmont something or other.
Yeah, Beachmont Gardens probably.
Beachmont Gardens.
Oh, from Beachmont Gardens.
The Beachmont Marketplace and the Beachmont condos right above Kenny's house in Shitty Pot Town.
Just below us, there's 12 bodies buried, and people ate horse meat. It's okay, though.
There's
Beachmont Gardens.
all the horse losses have been buried here.
All those people you see on the train you don't want to sit next to, they're buried underneath you.
Yeah, exactly.
Asians.
Speaking of eating horse,
how come Orient Heights is full of Asian people?
Orient.
You take the blue line. It's too on the nose.
Well, here's the thing. They moved here. Well, they all come in through Ellis Island, right? And then they they shut up,
or the border in Mexico.
They migrated down to Massachusetts or over.
Yeah, sure they did.
And they were looking for a place, and the closest thing to what they knew said Orient Heights.
So you're telling me it was named Orient Heights before they got here?
Yeah.
You really think they didn't? Do you think Chinatown was Chinatown before they got here too?
Of course it was.
You just,
of course it was.
Come on. No, they named it that because they were there.
All
they showed
all those old school fucking Boston Irish guys with the Chinese restaurants. Like, that's the Chinatown over there. That's the Little Italy over there. Look, Massachusetts is famous for its segregation, okay?
Listen, I just think it's funny.
Like, you split the whites and the blacks by a river. Let's be quite fucking honest.
If you get on the blue line heading to Fenway in Revere, kid, and you get past the airport to Orient Heights, there's always 7 old lady Asians that jump on. I've never seen a white get on that fucking train, on or off. A regular fucking American white.
Why? I don't know, but it's I would believe nowadays it's because all the proximity to the Asian markets.
I'd like to.
I want to in that area.
Someday in my life, I'm going to put a knife in my back pocket because I'm scared, and I'm going to get off at that stop and see what's cooking.
Orient Heights.
What's doing? I've never been there.
I used to live right there.
Yeah, but I don't. If I take the blue line, it's for Fenway. It's not fucking Orient Heights.
Yeah, I used to get off at Orient Heights and lived right there in Winthrop.
Is that what that is? I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Orient Heights is. I just know there's a bunch of Asians getting on the fucking train every time I'm there.
Orient
what the fuck are all these Asians doing?
Orient Heights is Winthrop.
That Bill Burr bit. Wow, there's a lot of Asians here. It's better than what the fuck are all these Asians doing here?
It's a little more subtle. So
speaking of Asians
eating exotic foods.
That's right.
We got IKEA. We got people in Ohio eating cats. And dogs.
We got a very simple segue. Speaking of Asians, eating cats.
Yes, eating pets in general.
Here's the thing. For years, our pets, our dogs and our cats, mostly our cats, have had to worry about the Asians.
Stereotypically, yes.
Yeah, listen, I have a story that can prove it, but that's fine.
All right.
The night I was almost molested. The back of the Oriental Jade restaurant in Peabody, now called just the Jade because, racism. They had to change their own fucking name because it was Oriental. They named it.
They named it Oriental. When we were on a honeymoon in Mexico, it was a resort, and there was like 12 restaurants, and one of them literally called the Oriental Restaurant. It had a big fucking neon sign on the side of it that you could see from where we were sitting at the pool. We're sitting at the pool during the day. Where do you go to eat for dinner tonight? And I just look up and I go, how about the Oriental Restaurant? She goes, you can't fucking say that. I go, it's bigger than life on the side of the building.
Why is that offensive, by the way? I don't get it.
What the fuck? I mean, it's a rug. It's a restaurant. What the fuck? When did that word become really offensive?
It's called the Orient Express. It's a fucking train.
It's still a train station.
Yeah. That one pisses me off. Let's take it back. Orientals, they're back. We're taking them. These fucking Orientals here eating cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a jailbreak at the Oriental Jade when I was driving with a pedophile who's now dead, who went to jail for pedophilia for quite a while. Bruce Wheeler, Peabody legend, my baseball coach at one point.
Peabody legend almost molested me.
Convicted pedophile.
Fantastic.
Not like this isn't a kid around pedophile. The kid that got molested that night found drugs.
Not those cheeky joking around. Hey, I'm gonna grab your dick, guys. No, this actually. Yeah.
No, he wanted me to ride up front, and I said no thanks, and he dropped me off first.
Fuck, you did tell that nonsense, yeah.
And the other kid in the car has drug addiction problems and walks with a cane now. Beside the point.
See, we used to cover real issues on this show on nonsense.
I was in the backseat of his Ford Thunderbird.
Now we make food awkward by relating these stories.
So I'm in the backseat of Bruce Wheeler's Ford Thunderbird while Joey's in the front seat about to get molested. He had no idea.
Yeah.
He was sitting there thinking, I'm getting a ride home. No, you're getting something else.
Fucking Joey, what a moron.
So, these fucking cats run out from behind the dumpster. Yeah. Jailbreak. Yeah. I'm like, motherfuckers, they're cooking cats in there. I knew it. So I went back like the next week and got more chicken wings because the fucking cat's delicious. Mm-hmm. So yeah, now not only do they have to worry about the Asians, these fucking domesticated cats, apparently in Springfield, Ohio, they're going to worry about the Haitians.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here?
Because they're just eating anything, right? Dogs, cats, fucking.
According to Trump, according to our friend Donald during last week's debate, they're eating the dogs and cats.
The pets.
Yeah. The pets. He said it, and then immediately was fact checked. Whereas the ABC or NBC, I don't know what channel it was, called the town manager and said, "Has there ever been incidents of Haitians or anyone eating pets?" And they said no.
But there has.
But actually. Mike, we're gonna get schooled today, aren't we?
I guess.
The internet's not always the best place to learn things.
I don't know. I watched a bunch of TikToks.
Yeah, there's one in particular where a woman who looks a bit Haitian. She could have played Haitian in a movie.
Yeah.
She's sitting in a driveway and she is eating a cat. It's clear as fucking day. She's eating Muffy.
So the fact checker wasn't actually accurate. It wasn't a Haitian.
Oh no!
But it still was a cat.
Wrong. No, a cat was eaten.
Yes.
In Ohio. At some point.
Yes.
And this footage was taken on body cam from a police officer. That's all true. That's not.
She didn't stop eating.
No. She didn't. No, she didn't. No.
She's like, "Fuck you! I ate this cat. I spent the last 4 hours smoking it in my smoker here. It's fucking delicious. I got the seasoning and everything."
At least if she'd done that, then I'm like, all right, good job, good effort,
good on you.
No, she was eating a live cat. She was just.
It was just alive.
It was alive before she killed it and ate it.
We're not even cooking it. We're just.
No.
We're shanking a cat and then just eating it.
I'm guessing neck break and then tear the skin and start chowing.
A lot of hair.
That's all true. That's all that happened. Here's the problem. Here's the problem because I don't just check. Well, I don't just find one TikTok. I find many.
You go to Wikipedia too, right?
Never Wikipedia. I go to Fergopedia and I find all the information.
Okay.
Yeah, that video is real. That woman, not an immigrant, not Haitian, on lots of drugs, including crystal meth.
Sure.
Was not in Springfield, Ohio.
Oh.
Was in Canton, Ohio.
Okay. Semantics.
Different place. Was also not recent. Just the video that exists. And everyone starts fucking sharing. I'm like, come on, it's not even.
Look, you can't blame him. You can't. Because funny. I saw the same fucking video and bought it, and I'm 40 years younger.
They're eating our cats. They're eating our dogs. I saw it while I'm scrolling,
and I'm like, look, the guy's got enough problems. People are hiding on the fucking 8th green to shoot his ass. It's like, what the fuck?
There's also speculation he planted that person, but we don't know what we do.
We don't know what we do.
So, yeah, though that's what's funny. But again, there is video proof of immigrants and migrants is the new word, I guess. Migrants eating ducks and geese.
Why are we changing words?
I like migrants better. It feels less angry.
Well, why?
Because they are migrant. They are migrants.
They're immigrants as well. They're immigrating.
Emigrating is the actual word. They want to get fucked up. It's emigrating. EM. The verb is emigrating. The noun is immigrant.
Okay.
Or migrant. Or illegal. They don't send their best. My trunk's not perfect, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's fucking better than mine would be.
Yeah. What's funny about this, though, this fucking psychopath goes on stage, and instead of telling the truth, which is they're eating the geese and the ducks in front of people, they're snapping necks in seagulls, which is happening at the beaches. They're fucking ripping off necks of birds.
Look.
He's got them fucking mowing cats in driveways.
I've been to enough beaches. Seagulls are fucking assholes. They deserve some neck snapping.
Also, people listen. Back to the Chinaman.
You're trying to enjoy some nice time at the beach with the family. Maybe you got some fucking chips. Maybe you got some fucking dips being passed around. You got your cooler going. Fucking great. All of a sudden, a seagull comes in, snatches half of it. It's like, good for them.
If they didn't taste, good for them. They didn't taste gross. I need them. Listen. I have a question though. How come the fucking Orientals can fucking snag a duck, chop his head off, throw it in a deep fryer, and put orange sauce on it, and we got fucking beautiful fucking duck on the table? But we got fucking some Haitian dude ripping a duck's neck off and farting down its throat and eating it right there, and it's not okay. What are we doing? My brother starts going, they put voodoo curses on people? I go,
yeah, they do. I've seen, was it a serpent in the rainbow? That was one of them.
Listen, here's the thing. I threw some knowledge. I threw some knowledge at him.
One of the shafts that did it.
So I threw some knowledge at him. I go, do you know where Haiti is? He goes, Yeah, South America. No, it's not. It's an island.
It's so not. Holy
It's an
shit.
island. I go. It's an island called Hispaniola.
If you fucking ask me, do you know where Haiti is? My answer is no, sir.
So I'm going to blow your mind then. Get ready for this. Haiti is on an island called Hispaniola. That's the island's name. That.
Okay.
Do you know what else is on that island?
No.
Dominican Republic.
All right.
They share an island. There's only two things there. There's two places. So what happened was Spain and France.
They produced two things: David Ortiz and voodoo. I get it. Okay.
Yes. So France and Spain show up, and like, this is ours. Like, no, this is ours, and they fight, and they can't decide who's keeping it. So France keeps Haiti, and Spain keeps Dominican. But the people who took over fucking Haiti were into voodoo and shit. So that's the national religion. Dominicans all fucking Catholics. It's a weird fucking place.
And then the Moors conquered Sicily because, as we know, the Moors are.
Yes, and then Orientals and Chinamen too. We get them. So, set story straight is yes. Some people in this part of the country. But here's what's funny though. Back when the migrants started showing up all around here,
right?
There's a whole story about they were putting them up in hotels.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know what the fuck you call them. They were putting them in hotels.
Yeah, they fucked up one of my film festivals. Really?
Yes,
bad.
In Peabody and Danvers especially, they fill up the hotels that no one wants to stay in. The extended stay Americas.
It was out in the Worcester area, but they fucked up that film festival real bad.
They're everywhere. So when that first happened, the state's like, we got to feed these people because they're going to starve to death, and we don't want them eating each other and animals and such. So we set up these
deals. We have to feed them because they will start eating each other.
They will. So
there's fucking restaurants in this world. Jesus H. Christ, we have.
Well, no. They set up deals with Spinelli's and other places like that to do like a Meals on Wheels situation.
So angry about this.
Of course. Who wouldn't be? What's funny, though, is everyone got mad, but look what happened. No one's eating my fucking cat. No one's eating Leo right now because we're feeding them. They're going to eat something.
You keep feeding him. You keep fattening him up. He's going to be prime target.
Although if they don't fucking start eating my rats, I'll be pissed. You see the video of the person with 3 skinned rats on the skewer in New York City, fucking just cooking them, like roasting them like a fucking like you'd see like a.
I missed that one.
Shawarma. What's that? That's a reference to a movie.
Shaving them down. Shawarma was the Avengers.
No. I missed that one. It's from a movie.
I don't know.
Did you catch that one? I missed that one. It's Caddyshack. It's the famous scene with Bill Murray and Chevy Chase and the cannonball playing through, and I missed that one. Anyways, so they're eating our pets.
The reference you were speaking of was missing the. Okay, now I got you.
Yes, I missed that. I missed that one.
Took a second. I'm there.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm back.
So apparently Trump claims they're eating our cats and dogs, which became unfounded. But again, whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's okay.
They're eating our dog.
Political people are so fucking nauseating.
Yep.
Nobody fucking cares. Vote for who you want to vote for and shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares. Has there ever been a debate in our fucking lifetime? I'm sure back before fucking home telephones, yes, a debate might have meant something, but it doesn't. It's fucking entertainment. It's on YouTube, for fuck's sake.
People have decided who they're voting for months ago.
Dick, there has not been a fucking political ad or a fucking political debate in easily since the invention of the cell phone, let's just say. And I mean the old fucking car phones with the bag and shit you have to charge for 2 days just to get 20 minutes of fucking phone service out of. There hasn't been a fucking political debate that swayed a single vote. I guarantee it.
Do you know what's speaking of course there hasn't. Everyone's decided. They decided months ago. If you haven't decided, you're a fucking idiot.
What do you like if you're gonna sit down and actually watch a debate, what do you do? Because I know what I do, and I'll tell you in a second. What's your process for sitting down for either one of the conventions or one of the debates?
Drinking game.
There you go. You're drinking and you're texting your buddies. Do you believe this fucking shit? Hammered.
I think like you said, but once the internet was invented, we don't need debates anymore. We know what they fucking believe in because they tweet about it. But they tweet about it. And here's the thing too with political people.
7,000 fucking assholes just won't shut the fuck up.
But with political people
by the way.
not politicians, but the people on the Instagrams and Facebooks that really want to hammer home who they're voting for.
Right.
There's no way you can like one of these candidates that much.
I don't like anybody that much.
That's my point. If you have a
ended the
clear
show
mind,
last week on a quick. Have you ever even thought of buying fucking political merch? And the answer was no. Ironic political merch like the James River 2024. Obviously, you would buy, or make and sell. But like never. Like I've never cared. I mean, first of all, I'm so far in the non-political spectrum that it's like I don't believe our votes actually count. To be honest with you,
okay.
If we want to dip that far, but in the sense that I lived in Massachusetts our whole life, we're a blue state, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
what
you fucking believe in.
Because Boston and Cambridge are going to decide who wins the state.
Yeah, so it does. You can fucking fight and rally and fucking do whatever the fuck you want to do. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm guessing. I think Florida might be red. I don't know.
It's reddish. It's been blue though.
Okay. I don't know because again, I don't give a fuck. It's exhausting.
I think Florida is one of the biggest swing states, if you will. Mostly red. But
we have one the villages with those fucking pineapples and pom poms. We like to swing, baby.
Sucking dick and getting fucking syphilis.
I mean, when you're 80, who gives a fuck?
Here's what drives me nuts, though. Like, you lay out the issues, both person. If you gave me like they're what they like. They're next to each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick from both sides. I'm gonna like things each one of them does.
Yeah.
But the people who get so deep into this fucking political world, everything she does sucks. Everything he does is awesome, or vice versa. It's not that way. He has good ideas. So does she. They both don't have all good ideas.
I'm a common sense person.
It's annoying as fuck. Exactly.
I've always been very much a common sense person, and if it doesn't hit my front doorstep, I don't give a shit about it. That's who a selfish person by nature. I wasn't even going to make funny for that one. I was letting that one slide. That's all right. I'm picking up my own shit. I'm picking it up as I'm shitting. But yeah,
stupid ass. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's a very common sense thing. It's like, okay, well, this doesn't make any fucking sense. This doesn't make any sense. And talking, it's tough. When the funny thing is, it's I don't know. It's tough when you're talking to people who are so against a person. Has nothing, and because they only focus on one thing because it feeds their narrative.
Of course.
So when you can break down that one thing, you've ruined their whole fucking narrative. And you're like, yeah, but what about this? Well, don't worry about that. Let's talk about this more. It's like, no, I got that. That one I got. What about this shit? And they don't want to talk about that shit.
Well, I could probably take Trump and Harris and make a good candidate that I would love out of them both.
Sure. I'm pretty sure that's almost every election.
That's the thing. It's like, I don't want to vote. I'll give you who I vote for. Me. I vote for myself. I'm writing in myself.
Andy Ferg.
I don't. Yeah.
Let me put your real name.
I don't vote for these people.
Let me put your full legal name.
Nope. If I win, I don't exist. I'm a non-existent person. I don't vote for these people. I don't like them. He is
Googleable, though.
Yes, he is. I don't like either one personally.
Right.
I don't agree with either one mostly. I haven't voted for a president. Ooh, I may have voted for Obama the first time before we knew.
Sure. He
wasn't for America. He's from Africa. Show me a birth certificate.
We don't know, but we do.
But like, I don't vote for these people. I'm done. I don't care. I don't vote. My wife yells at me. Vote for no. Fuck them. They don't care about me. I don't care about them. I'm gonna vote.
Yeah, mine was a lot less.
Vote for Ferg. Fuck it.
Well, mine didn't matter because again, I didn't believe it counted. That's why I didn't give a shit. Because I knew which direction the state was going. I could write in, as our next topic is Hulk Hogan every fucking year. It doesn't matter, It's just as good. Like you could have the whole state vote for fucking a different person.
Do you think he gets more or less write-in votes now since he's done the RNC and started hogging his beer?
I mean, brother, he's gonna be thinking about it come next turn. He's like, "Fuck, brother, how many write-ins did I get this year? Oh shit, man!
Hey, I bet you he lost
really
at least
sell
one.
some fucking beers if I get president."
He lost at least one vote this time around.
Oh yeah,
a man named Robbie may have been doing the
I
write-in.
got his beer.
I do too. I got it too.
No, that's the gay one.
Oh, I thought it was the exact
That's
same
the
thing.
one we're fighting against, brother. The real American beer.
So the real American beer that tastes just like Bud Light is not Bud Light. It's really American.
Yeah, it's real American.
Who brews the real American beer? What's the brewery called?
It's. I haven't been able to find an actual company. It's called Real American Beer. It's
okay.
That's why I keep posting it on Craft Beer Mafia, because technically it's an independent out of Wisconsin.
Well, so it's PBR.
It's PBR.
Yeah, it's Milwaukee's best.
Look, I do my due diligence, okay? I went to Beer Advocate. I put the fucking beer in there and listed under it, there is no brewery.
Listen, you did your job. You're good. So Hulkster has been visiting local to me liquor stores.
Yeah, Hulk made his New England appearances in Massachusetts specifically.
Rhode Island last week, which is kind of where we start this, because he was in Little Rhodey, and our friend, Rob Podolo.
I've never said his last name out loud. I don't know how to do it.
It's Podolo.
Podolo?
Podolo. Potylo. Rob Podolo. Danvers Zone. Rob Podolo. Danvers High Graduate. Rob Podolo.
All right.
AKA Robbie Road Steamer.
Easier to say. Yeah.
Yes. Road steamer is a euphemism for blowjob while you're driving. Just if you didn't know that, that's what that means.
I never put that together. That's clever.
It's Roadhead, yeah. It's
He's a
road steamer.
guy.
Yeah,
very creative guy.
He shows up at the Rhode Island Hogan appearance, and he gets to the front, and he has a whole shtick with a guitar and a megaphone, and he sang the Hulk Hogan song "I Am Real American," but instead of those words, he said, "Trump is a real felon."
Yeah.
Went to Epstein's Island and fucked a kid. Good stuff like that.
Yeah.
Had a fun time. Immediately thrown out, obviously. Yeah. That video did pretty well on the Instagrams. You and I talked about how he could have just gotten some cool Hogan footage, because Hogan and him probably would have some fun.
Here's the thing. We're of an age where Hulk Hogan was a cultural icon when we were growing up when we were kids. And Robbie is our age.
Yep, he is.
There's that thing, oh, don't meet your heroes or they'll let you down, all that shit. I don't give a shit about that. Like, Hulk was Hulk. Hulk is Hulk Hogan. There's still going to be a day. One of the
biggest deals in our lives.
There's, regardless of who Terry Bollea is, Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan, and there's going to be a day that I actually drive across this fucking state and do karaoke at Hogan's Bar on a Monday night, because Hulk is there every fucking Monday night doing karaoke, and it sounds like the funnest fucking night ever. And it's Hulk fucking Hogan. I've said it a million times. If ever this chance encounter that will never happen where I see Mel Gibson across a fucking bar, I'm buying the first round and he's buying the rest. That's happening. I don't give a shit about what he feels about people. He did Lethal Weapon and Mad Max, and I'm going to sit down and tell him how much I appreciate that.
Passion of the Christ,
exactly that and Schindler's List, a great double feature.
That rom-com.
But Robbie, who is basically a pro wrestling persona,
he's fucking exactly.
Robbie Road Steamer is a pro wrestling persona. Let's be.
He'd be so good as a manager. As a manager with a megaphone yelling at people,
had a moment that you could have made like so fucking awesome for guys our age.
Yep.
Like a Robbie Road Steamer, Hulk Hogan fucking promo, but because politics got in the way. Really? I'm so like, politics should have no fucking place in art. You need to be as anti-political as fucking possible, because you can't. Because now you're coming from a slant. You're coming from a direction. It's like you can't. You're going to be playing a role with a bias. I look at it from an actor's standpoint. It's like you can't. If you're playing a villain, you can't judge your character. You have to accept that's who the character is. That is who they are. People who play serial killers, the same fucking thing. It's like they're not judging the character as they're playing them. You have to fucking just accept that that's who that person is. He ate people, Dahmer, that sort of thing. Mm. But Robbie going into it with that political slant just so fucking annoyed me. It's so like this when he first showed up. And he had that he had a red T-shirt and he wrote MAGA powers on it. I'm like, okay, that's a clever enough how he's going to start. Okay, and then it just starts going. I'm like, oh, my eyes couldn't roll hard enough. I pulled a fucking muscle. I enjoy his when he goes to the MAGA rants and fucks with the people. I just don't.
No.
Just not like, and it's not him. It's like it's not specifically him. It's that whole thing. I enjoy give a fuck.
Well, do you watch Borat and do you enjoy Borat?
Yeah.
I like when the people who are getting made fun of in the video don't know they're getting made fun of. I enjoy that thoroughly.
I think that's that. I do.
When he goes to MAGA rants and he fucks with the people at Planned Parenthood, I'm like, this is all right. They don't know they're being made fun of. They're actually chanting with them. This is great.
Oh, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to become a hypocrite in this discussion. I do,
but it
needs to be super fucking funny.
But when he goes to meet our hero growing up, and he was ours, he was yours, he was his,
and any kid, any person under the age of, I would say, 40 at this point. 30,
I think the way he could have handled that a little better was, do a little fucking work with him, put him over, have some fun, and then maybe throw a dig in.
But that's just.
But you don't have to go.
I don't think if you threw digs while doing the fucking bit, I don't think it would have been as bad.
Because his whole bit was harassing him.
Well, that's just it. He was so overly aggressive. He was talking, literally using the word tranny and stuff like that. And it's like, oh God, really? Here's the thing. I get it. You're a content creator and you're looking, and that's your fucking.
He got lots of views for that.
Your thing, because he was looking to get tossed out. Let's be honest.
Yes,
he wasn't looking for a dialogue. He wasn't looking to do a bit. He wasn't looking to fucking have a wrestling promo with Hulk Hogan. He was looking for the cops to swarm as they did and throw his ass the fuck out. That's exactly what and he was looking to piss him off enough that when he showed up in a fucking Keytar Bear costume.
Oh, hold on! Don't jump ahead too much. So he got tossed from the Rhode Island gig. So that morning, the day he went to Medford, he was on Toucher and Hardy, and he killed.
Yeah, you sent me the thing. I asked for the Cliff Note version. You said it was a debate. I'm like, I'm just not even gonna listen. It
was hilarious. He's a funny guy. It was basically them doing a debate with two politicians. Your friend Bird and they didn't answer the questions, which made it funny.
Right.
They were asked real political questions. How would you fix this? And it was all about key bumps for children and whatever.
I get it.
Road steamer stuff. And it was funny. It was good for the radio. It was good. A good 20-minute segment. He had to leave the studio quickly because he had to get to Medford to Cappy's to get in his bear outfit to go fuck with Hogan again.
So dumb.
So he gets his same opportunity. How the fuck are they allowing a furry to get to Hogan? First of all. Take your mask off, sir. No, get out. Oh,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird world we live in.
He gets back to Hogan, does the same exact shtick, gets thrown out again. Fine. What's funny about this, though, what videos or whatever, it was the same video again. He got tossed. Good job. You tossed again.
The funny thing is, I didn't even see that video. I only saw the video you sent me.
Oh, the Hogan's bodyguard followed him to the Starbucks. Next door. He started harassing him. And he wasn't Road Steamer anymore. He was Robbie, who's very much sensitive and quiet and just a calm, artistic guy. He has a lot of health issues in real life.
I didn't know that.
So he actually has to wear them. And I make fun of masked people all the time.
You have been since 2019.
If you have a legit health issue where you're immunocompromised and someone else's germs could fucking kill you,
yeah, sure,
I get it. This poor guy, he's the skinny, unhealthy, sickly guy wearing a mask, wearing a fucking do-rag, sitting in Starbucks, probably drinking a chai latte with his legs crossed.
Sure.
You know he crosses his legs. He's a leg crosser.
He crosses his legs.
And the mask is down by his chin. He's sitting by himself. And this fucking goon, this Hogan fucking bodyguard goon comes in and starts making fun of him. And all credit to Robbie.
He was basically like your shaved Harambe. If he had a beard, I would convince he was Mikey.
Instantly, Robbie pops on the camera because he's a professional.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's going, look at you. You fucking dressed as a furry. You're sad. He's like, you followed me to Starbucks. You should leave. Leave me alone. You're going to come fucking harass us? He goes, yeah, I dressed up to buy you people. You let me in. Right. And I just like, I'm weird about this one because I think he's funny sometimes, but that shtick was over the line. And I'm like, you didn't have to do it that way. But then following him next door and embarrassing themselves was like over the fuck. Like, don't follow him. You throw him out. Let him leave.
Whatever.
We're gonna chase him at Starbucks.
Goons are gonna be goons.
They went to a different. The guy got tossed out of Starbucks for harassing him. Oh, the cops? We got the cops. Don't worry. Settle down, you fucking retard.
Look.
Now you
would have followed them.
Well, now you're picking on some guy. Like the guy's obviously an internet troll who's causing trouble. You got twice. Move on with your lives. You're gonna follow him and yell at him.
But so do you really think the teddy bear costume was necessary? Do you and let me finish. Do you think they would have recognized him if he just stood in line, got to the front, and did a normal bit? Not a political bit, no Trump shit, actually just did a fucking wrestling bit. Do you think they would have known him, or was he overselling his own hype?
Yeah, overselling. He could have dressed. I don't think he could have been Steamer.
I think he could have, though.
I don't think he could have dressed. No, I don't think. I think he's interesting enough looking, and his clothing is crazy enough that they'd recognize this guy from before.
Okay, so
it was only a week later.
If Rob showed up, not Robbie Roach.
If Rob
showed up, got to the front line, and was like, "Hey, let's do a fucking wrestling promo, 10 seconds."
Hey, brother. Yeah,
brother. Yeah, brother shit.
What you gonna do when real American beer gets you fucking drunk?
Bingo.
Yeah, move on.
They wouldn't have known who the fuck he was. They wouldn't have put two and two together.
So what's funny is I was supposed to go to the Danvers thing.
Yeah, I know you were.
And instead of that, I chose business.
I appreciate your reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted you to go and have Hulk do a fucking
I couldn't do both
promo.
I couldn't do both. I knew right now my schedule's out of control, and important things at home are happening that I can't.
Busy man on demand.
I missed bowling last week. First week of bowling.
Jesus Christ.
The first week of bowling season was last week, and I didn't go. That's how busy I am right now.
He's a league game, Smokey.
That's right. It was the fucking first week of leagues. So at the Market Basket Danvers event, there was a huge line full of mouth breathing goons and Down syndrome folks.
Most
and fat white women with bleached blonde hair. And one guy who showed up.
You had the fattest of both sexes all in 1 week, because you had Momoa show up and it was just a fucking sea of fat women, and then Hulk shows up like 2 days later and it's just a sea of fat white men.
There's a lot of fat people at Market Basket in Danvers recently. Just the actual sidewalk.
I don't think selling beer was a good choice on their part.
No, they just started recently. I actually had an in. I had a backdoor fucking access, which pissed me off.
I know you did.
Because the guy that had the access was taking pictures, and he had a lot of.
I watched his Instagram.
Yeah, he had a lot of time with Hogan. I could have been in that room.
Yeah, you could have.
Again, I chose certain things over this. I had no choice. Whatever. I watched this video on People of Market Basket's page. We don't like them anymore, but it's fine. I do like Amanda, but come on, settle down.
You made choices.
Yeah, she doesn't know what choices she made. Oh, she does. We don't know what we do. Where there was a tussle, if you will, a skirmish outside the Danvers Market Basket. A man,
another fucking guy,
a man who fashioned himself a large cardboard penis with very short pubic hair. I noticed that.
Both sides were detailed, drawn out.
Yeah.
Fucking painted. He made he made a 4-foot arts and crafts cock.
Big girthy cock with Hogan on one.
Easily mid to late 40s.
On one side it said Hogan, on the other side it said Trump, and it was a dick.
It was a dick.
And I don't know what he was doing because I only got the video from the altercation, but apparently he was taunting the crowd.
Of course he was. What else are you going to do?
And some
when you believe
toothless,
that strongly in politics that you're going to show up to a fucking pro wrestler's beer release.
Yeah, but let's not just. We're gonna lay blame on both sides here.
I'm gonna lay blame where I feel.
You can just stay in line and laugh at this idiot.
Yep.
You're going to leave the line with your American flag t-shirt on, your 4 extra large American flag t-shirt on, and go try to take the fucking cardboard sign away.
Here's the thing.
Mongo.
Here's the thing, brother.
You big fucking retarded
You ever
goon.
been to a pro wrestling show?
This was Market Basket in Danvers on the curb. He was 50 feet away from these people.
You ever been to have you seen the people
that
go to a pro wrestling show?
My brother threw a full Diet Coke Kamala, not the president.
That motherfucker jumping out of line and defending his hero Hulk Hogan.
It's still real to me, man.
Didn't surprise me one bit. Didn't
he
surprise
walked like
me
a bushwhacker.
one
a little bushwhacker walk.
I mean, it would have been great if he actually did a gimmick, but he just grabbed the dick, broke it in half, and I guess pinned the guy against the car or something. I don't know what happened.
And then the cops came over. I'm like, it's just everyone's got to fucking settle down.
Everybody needs to settle the fuck
down.
I
need this election to be over. I need the Civil War. Let's move on to the Civil War. Can we jump ahead from this election to the Civil War? Because I'm over it.
Is that our options here?
Well, we're gonna have one. That's on deck, isn't it? We're getting Civil War.
I gotta get my fatigues.
I don't think they wear them. I think you just need gray or blue. I think those are the answers. Gray or blue. You probably. I mean, what side are you on? Who knows?
Well, how the fuck does that work? I thought it was red and blue.
What about the whites?
What about us?
What side are we gonna be on?
What about the whites? Good goddamn question. We are.
Yeah. What about the whites? We ain't even. I gotta start eating cats.
No.
I'm breeding food upstairs. I got a little Yorkie and a cat. I'm fucking feeding them. Someday they'll be big and fat.
You are literally feeding your own late night snack later.
This cat is funny though. We got her and I was like, this isn't gonna work because Leo's all freaked out by her. And now all of a sudden, Leo's cool with her. And she's fucking awesome and hilarious. God damn, I have a cat now. I have a cat forever. She's 6 months old. They live 18 years.
I'm not a cat person at all.
No, cats are fucking awesome. If you don't understand, you don't have to. They're so cool.
I'm completely not a cat person. I fucking hate cats.
I had cats my whole life until I moved to Danvers, and my mother-in-law couldn't deal with cats.
I think cats.
And then
I think they have a shitty attitude. They're cunts. Every person I've ever known who had a cat, I hated their fucking cat. Fucking cats suck.
You'd like my cat. You'd like my cat. She's cool.
I would avoid. I would avoid your cat. I don't think it's a choice. Let me put it that way.
Not a choice. Not a choice. My cat's social.
The cat has its space. I got my space. I would avoid your fucking cat.
So I'm a big baller. I got a double sink upstairs.
Fucking cat.
She'd kill you. I have a double sink upstairs. You know, like I have his and her sinks. And it's when I get up in the morning, I'm the only one up. And I have to turn the faucet on her side of the sink because the cat wants to drink the water, and she yells at me until I turn it on. And she puts her fucking big head under the faucet and just drinks water the whole time, brushing my teeth and doing my fucking contacts.
And just bitch slap.
And then I take a big giant shit and say, "Smell that, cat." Take a big giant shit.
Take a big giant shit in her fucking litter box. Show what a man shit look like. A nice big wet alcoholic shit right in the litter box. And then
Leo eats it. Leo eats it and gets sick. It's a vicious
cycle. Turn her fucking litter box into the biggest fucking bowl of oatmeal ever.
Speaking of scat fun.
Oh yeah. Is this how we're moving on to Diddy?
Yeah, let's do it. What the hell? Maybe he's into it.
Speaking of like to eat shit.
Real quick though, we don't know all the information on this yet though, because the indictment just came out. But P. Diddy's in real trouble.
The indictment, they fucking took him in.
I know, but like they haven't announced it. I haven't read all the charges and got deep into it.
I don't know.
But they're not charging him with.
I do know he offered $50 million in bail, and they're like, "Fuck you! You're staying in jail because you are definitely a flight risk." And that offer confirms everything.
He is going to jail for charged with racketeering and to sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And he's in big trouble. What he's been doing, Mike, he's been having parties in a secret room in his house He has a room halfway up the stairs, which isn't really possible in most houses. You go up the stairs, there's this room set off the side that is on the first and second floor, if you will.
Yeah.
And he has parties in there he calls freak-offs. But he doesn't participate in the freak-off. He brings in rich and famous people and underage girls, gives them all lots of drugs.
Okay.
Ketamine, ecstasy, things of that nature. Things I don't even know about. Poppers, making the asshole nice and wide.
Is that what that does?
I learned about that yesterday from Instagram reel. Yeah, it said a popper and it dropped something in and the asshole got wide. I went, oh, there it is. I know what they mean now.
I mean, call me.
That's why the gays love poppers.
Call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. What the fuck does ketamine do? I've heard it's, Special K. I've heard
it's a tranquilizer. It makes you a little retarded.
Okay, so it's a tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I never knew what it did. I've always heard of it.
Yeah.
I've always made jokes about ketamine, Special K, blah blah blah. But I never knew what it did.
It's not quite a date rape drug, but you can probably get date rape if you're on it.
Oh, okay.
So all these folks are on all these drugs and they're doing all these depraved sexual things. And Diddy, he videotapes it. Great. He watches.
Great.
And he has a hard drive full of famous people, not so famous people, underage people, just straight up fucking. And he was using it as leverage against these people so they could never turn him in because I have it on tape. But enough people said, well, I'd rather just go down for this than
I'd rather cut a deal.
Let you continue doing this because I'm not coming to your fucking freak off next weekend to bang a 12-year-old, you fucking sick bastard.
Freak off.
Confiscated at the freak off?
Yeah.
1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil.
Is that what we were talking about earlier?
1,000 bottles of
lube on the wall. 1,000 bottles of lube. Take one down. Fuck a child. 99 bottles of lube on the wall.
It literally. He is a sick. He is the Black Epstein. He's Blepstein.
Blackstein? I think Blackstein.
Blackstein or Blepstein?
Blackstein might be the one. That's a pretty good one.
We could find a different one. We wouldn't be able to say it out loud.
No, we absolutely we shouldn't. We shouldn't. So we don't get canceled. Blackstein, right. I think we're still safe.
Blackstein. He's Blackstein. Yeah, he's definitely Blackstein. He's a fucking. What's with these fucking rich pieces of shit that just rape? Like, what are you doing? What do you become a billionaire and you become a fucking rapist?
I don't get it.
They get bored? Is it some sort of weird?
I just want.
I mean, if you want to,
I want a boat.
Tinfoil hat on.
I just want a boat. You have a boat.
It's the lizard people. It's the. It doesn't run all the time. It does. It's a boat. It's coming out of the water this weekend. I'm very, very upset. Season's over, man. Well, I could probably steal a few more weeks, but I'm not going to be up there for the next few weeks, so it's not worth.
Right.
Gotcha. Becoming an icebreaker. But Diddy's like, what's with these fucking sexual deviant rich people?
I don't get it.
It seems like every few months we have a new story of a fucking rich motherfucker who's a deviant rapist. Sex trafficker. I
mean, the deviant part, okay, fine. I mean, you're some weird shit. Fine. That's what I feel deviant implies.
I feel deviant.
Maybe you like to choke a bitch or two, but that's fine. That's fine. It seems all consensual, even if it's not completely. But like, you hear stuff, and here's the fucked up thing: the term sex trafficking. I don't completely understand what that means because I hear it and I think women in cages being shipped places, but that's not exactly.
It's forced prostitution.
That's exactly. So that's because Vince McMahon is heavily into sex trafficking in the legal the 76 court documents I read. He's really into
sex trafficking is a broad word. It's a broad word.
It's basically if you manipulate someone into fucking someone else for someone's gain.
If you are ordering Asian, if you're ordering Asian 14-year-olds on Wayfair, you're also into sex trafficking.
So there's a lot of gray areas in this one.
It's a big word. It counts a lot. It
covers a lot of ground and a lot of continents.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mostly Asian.
Racketeering. Oof. That's a fun one. That's the Italians. Holy shit.
Well, so they were saying they were going to charge P. Diddy with rape and assault and like that, but they couldn't get those to stick. But the racketeering,
those are the weak crimes. Rape and assault. Jesus Christ, those are misdemeanors at best.
Yeah, I've seen Goodfellas. Racketeering.
Ooh, that's a good one. That covers a lot of fucking ground. You can go after that's sex trafficking goes after the criminal. Racketeering, that's going after his money.
Yeah, so I don't know all the details yet. I don't want to speculate too much, but Diddy seems to be fucked.
Super fucked.
Like wicked fucked.
As they said multiple times in the movie Snatch, he is proper fucked. So we're gonna dive deeper into Diddy. I think maybe next week. We're gonna here on F Buddies.
If we know more,
we cover the hard hitting topics that the other food shows don't cover, such as sex trafficking. So we will keep an eye on Diddy and his fucking sex trafficking exploits right here on your favorite food show, F Buddies. I gotta pee, so we're gonna do some more ads.
Okay, who am I doing?
So let's see. We start with Anthony's and do Cabaret after that.
All right, we have Anthony's in Tewksbury at ARB Tewksbury on the Instagrams. Located in Tewksbury. Mike was going to say the address, but he didn't. We don't know what we do. Anthony's has the Beef Beano Challenge, which is an 18-inch sub full of roast beef, onion rings, James River barbecue sauce, mayo, and cheese. If you can finish it, I will post the video, guaranteed. They'll also do a grilled cheese sandwich with beef in the middle of another grilled cheese sandwich. You get 2 grilled cheese. They are creative. They're interesting. They serve their beefs on a fucking log. It doesn't have to make sense, but it does. Adam, the proprietor of that place, is a phenomenal dude. Pervert a little bit, but also a great guy. Not in real life, just kidding around. Pervert. His Venmo is sexual at all times. At ARB Tewksbury on Instagram. One of the best places for food porn there is. The Cabaret Lounge, the world famous Cabaret Lounge in Peabody. I was there the other day. I had to walk past the stage. I was wearing basketball shorts. Basketball shorts are not a safe thing at a strip club because if you get excited, there's no way to put it. You got to have something with pleats or jeans or something you can tuck. You can't be all boned up walking around at a strip club. Cabaret Lounge in Peabody. Continuous live entertainment. 11 most days from 11 to 1. Some days from 4 to 1. They're going to have this new electric sign, this new like digital billboard that's going to mention all the cool shit going on there. And if you've never been to the Cabaret, you have to go. You have to go at least once, twice, maybe every day. The Cabaret Lounge is not your normal strip club. It is a gentleman's club. It is a dive bar that also has naked broads, and they sponsor this show, and they are phenomenal. I'm in the back room of the Cabaret the other day, feeling like I'm about to get whacked. But I didn't. Instead, they've signed a long-term deal with us. We have a live show coming up there on Columbus Day or Indigenous, whatever the fuck, the Columbus Day, whatever the fuck it's called, live show coming up. Mike will be there. I'll be there at the Cabaret Lounge in Peabody.
On Columbus Day.
Phenomenal. On Columbus Day or the other one, Indigenous, I couldn't say a second ago.
Indigenous.
Whatever you want to call it. Monday, October 14th, we're going to be at the Cabaret, and we're going to probably murder some natives.
There we go.
Like you do.
As you do on Columbus Day.
A fucking day to kill people, I think.
Where am I here? There.
I did Anthony's and I did Cabaret.
Fantastic. Nick's Pizza, Subs, and Roast Beef. 207 Essex Street in Beverly. Open every day except Sunday till 9 p.m. Find them online. nickspizzabeverly.com, where if you order online, you get 5% off of every online order. And the Instagram at Nicks_pizzabeverly. How you been recently?
Nick's, I was there last week. It was a fucking banger like it always is. They don't miss. They're always delicious. They're a top 10 beef shop on the North Shore. Also on the proper North Shore, they're way up there.
Proper fucks.
Actually, no, the proper North Shore is not.
Proper fucks.
Proper fucks.
Proper fucks. Nice.
Bourbon. Can't stop tonight.
But yeah, Nick's underscore pizza Beverly on the gram. Of course, their sandwiches, their beef sandwiches were rated not bullshit by Hall of Famer Ty Law.
NFL Hall of Fame, not just Patriots Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer. And if you're of a certain age, you are a big Ty Law fan.
Of course you are. Of course.
Some people don't understand how fucking. I was discussing recently how good he was.
Yeah.
Because cornerbacks in the NFL, corner, not quarterbacks, are generally pussies. They're just faster than you, and they have this technique. Ty Law played a different kind of cornerback. He was physical. They changed rules because of him. You know, he's fucking
changed a lot of rules because of that Patriots team.
Yeah, Bill Polian and Peyton Manning are the reasons for the pussification, and I'm not talking concussions, but the pussification of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They fucked it up because we were being too physical. Ty Law pushes us, and Willie McGinnis hits us on the line of scrimmage. Shut the fuck up,
Willie
you
McGinnis was so fucking good.
It's football.
Holy shit.
Remember that time you almost killed that guy in a restaurant?
What
a psychopath he is, huh?
Fucking good. And we love our Knicks.
Remember that video he fucking hit the other wine bottle in the face? He's the man.
We fucking we fucking love our Knicks,
and
and of course Knicks Place, the 3 locations: Winthrop, Newmarket, and Raymond, New Hampshire, and of course knicksplaceonline.com, where not only can you find all of Knicks Places, you can order online. You can get their fucking orgasmic salad dressing. Fucking put it on your one.
I threw it away today.
Fucking put some on your.
So listen, the whole here's a hack. I'm gonna give you a hack right now. So the Knicks salad dressing you buy in stores or on at the location, it's kind of a wide mouth opening.
Mm-hmm. So
now, I mean, unless you're fucking.
So you fit your Irish cock right in there.
What I'm telling you is, I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried yet, but I think I can get mine in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get a thick boy, you can't do it.
At least at half stuff.
If you get a regular dick.
Yeah.
Speaking of, look at this. Get something on my chest real quick. How come there aren't almost never see a regular dick in porn?
Because that
you either get a micro dick. No. I'm not watching porn for a fucking dick, but sometimes I wouldn't mind seeing one that looks like mine, so I can pretend it's mine for a second.
You need that.
Can we just get a medium dick in porn? Not some fucking crazy. We don't need a fucking 8. I'll send a picture in. Find a guy who looks like me and make a fucking video. AI this shit. I want to fuck. What are we doing? I have to see some giant fucking veiny European fucking 12-inch dick. I don't want to see that. It's frightening. Regular dicks. Make regular dicks in porn again. Can we do that?
Apparently their salad dressing bottle also feels good rectally too. Thank you, Tashi.
Listen, that's pretty good, I think. I mean, put a cover. Oh, we're not sharing.
Are
we done with ads?
Oh, we're good with ads. We're moving on to what I think is basically the topic we've been trying to get to all fucking night. The top 5.
The top 5.
Top 5. Which, of course, we invented top 5. We
no one's done a top 5 ever. I mean,
we perfected it. We did it. There's no order. It doesn't matter. There's no drafts. Drafts are gay. But this is the top 5 non-Billy Zabka 80s bullies. You want to go or you want me to go first?
Let me just. Actually, I just want to make sure I'm okay. Okay, they are 80s. I just want to make sure I hit 80s. Mm-hmm. I just did bullies, but they're all 80s. I'm going to go first this week.
Mm-hmm.
My top 5 non-Zabka bullies.
Yeah.
Little movie called 3 O'Clock High.
He's on the list.
A man named Buddy Revell.
Buddy Revell.
Phenomenal bully. One of the best bullies of all time. Premise of the movie is this nerd pisses off this fucking psychopath bully who's also in Kindergarten Cop, I believe, right? Same guy.
He's in a lot of Farrell.
What was your daddy? What is he?
He was one of the cops that fucked up at Stiller. in this Something About Mary.
I'm pretty sure the Who Was Your Daddy, What Does He Do scene is about this guy.
He might be.
He is the daddy.
The problem is he fucking crushed Buddy Revell so hard that there is no other movie he can do without, even to this day. That movie was 40 years ago?
80, I think 86, yeah, about 40 years.
He's pushing 40 years since Buddy Revell, and anytime I see him, it's like, Buddy Revell. Buddy Revell.
That's the thing. He's such an important character.
You got your boots and your leather jacket. You're beating up the fucking nerd who works in the bookstore. Like, it's Buddy Revell. You got your brass knucks. Oh, yeah, the brass knucks.
Listen, Fist Fight is the same movie.
It's literally the same movie.
With Charlie Day and
Fist Fight is a very funny movie. It's just not as good.
It is.
And I feel part of it was...
It's a different comedy where...
Yeah, 3 O'Clock High was not a comedy. It was a hard...
No, remember they were selling paper for some reason?
It was a drama. And yeah, they were... It was so... Well, you remember those days where there was the school store and they sold pencils and pens and stickers and all kinds of weird fucking shit.
And also, isn't Boof from Teen Wolf in that movie?
No, but she looks just like her.
It's a different girl?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my second pick in the bully draft, non-Billy Zabka 80s bully draft is Francis from Pee-wee.
That's a good one.
That motherfucker is a piece of shit.
It's Enrico
absolute
Palazzo.
Piece of shit. I don't know what you're referencing. That's a weird reference right there.
You don't... Dude, it's the same...
I know who Enrico Palazzo is.
It's the same fucking guy that's in the crowd at the Angels game that yells, look, it's Enrico Palazzo.
Is it really?
And that's literally what he's credited as. It's the quote. He doesn't have a name. His credit is, it's Enrico Palazzo.
I've seen Naked Gun 10 times and I was 12.
You and I don't feel the same about Naked Gun. I think it's a fucking...
We don't. I tried again. It didn't hold on. He's also Chubbs in fucking Teen Wolf.
Chubbs in Teen Wolf, yeah. Keep going.
Francis from Pee-wee, my second in my top 5. Third, Biff from Back to the Future, an all-time bully. I mean, come on, one of the best. My fourth pick, A Christmas Story, Scott Farkas.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
And to round out my top 5 bullies, not Billy Zabka from the 80s, Chet from Weird Science.
Good one. Fuck.
That's it.
Fucking Chet is a good one. Yeah, so
Chet's such an asshole.
Mine only has 2 carryovers. One is Buddy Revell, 3 O'Clock High.
Okay.
The other one is, in my opinion, a non-Billy Zabka 80s bully. He's the GOAT of fucking non-Billy Zabka 80 bullies. It's Biff Tannen.
Absolutely.
Biff is a generational bully going all the way back to the old fucking West. The Tannins.
Even his dad
The Tannins were cunts.
And I think that the O'Doyles and Billy Madison are the Tannins.
Griff was a cunt. Fucking old black, whatever the fuck his name is, Black Bart, fucking Tannen.
All the Tannins.
All the Tannins were cunts. I don't even remember. Mad Dog Tannen, that was it. Mad Dog Tannen was a cunt. The Tannins are the fucking goat. So
you got Buddy Revell and you got...
Yeah. So...
you got Biff Tannen and Buddy Revell. Who else you got?
Stan Gable, Revenge of the Nerds. Ted McGinley.
Oh, yeah. All-timer. Jefferson Darcy.
Mr.
Scream.
Yep.
Mr. Scream.
Yep. Roy Stalin.
Hey, Handsome Dan. No, that's him.
Handsome Dan. Yeah.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah. Roy Stalin. Buenos dias. Fucking Roy Stalin.
He is such a good discount Zabka. He is they wanted Zabka, but they couldn't get him, so they wanted Zabka, they couldn't get him, so they didn't.
Yeah.
They got Roy. He's only in one movie, by the way. Do you know that?
I didn't, but I believe
that's his only role.
Because I've never seen
one role and not by choice. No, that's by choice. He's a professional skier.
Really?
They needed talent. They needed talent over movie skills, and he could do both.
That's so weird because just hire a fucking stunt double.
No, he skied himself.
Well, that is impressive.
But the best part of that whole movie, in my opinion, involving Roy Stalin was when he's at the ski team tryouts and he looks at Beth
and
says, You'd make a fantastic little helper. What's your name? And
Charles DeMar.
Oh, Charles DeMar pops in. Charles DeMar, and he looks at him and says, "Shut up, geek." The delivery is perfect. As in, the man who plays Roy Stalin is not acting. That is perfect. He said good. That. He is that 80s cunt. I think Billy Zabka was playing the guy who played Roy Stalin.
I mean, it's so weird that generation, that like small time frame, Billy Zabka played like 5 of these guys. And then they would just like, all right, well, Billy's working on Back to School, so let's get somebody else for Better Off Dead. We can't get Billy Zabka this week. My last one.
And who's your last pick?
Mick from Teen Wolf, the 50-year-old high school student. Great one. Who's such a dick.
He had so much hair in his chest.
He's so old.
He was old before it was cool to have like 40-year-olds play high school. He was He was Zabka in personality, but not in appearance. Where the other guys were Zabka in appearance.
Right.
So you have Stan Gable, Roy Stalin, Mick. The one we're missing, both of us didn't include this person. And again, you don't love this movie, so you may have included them. Is the guy from One Crazy Summer? He is the shittiest version of Zabka.
I know of him, like, because I've seen the movie. I'm not a big One Crazy Summer guy.
I mean, he literally takes Charles DeMar, but from a different movie. He's Ak in this movie. Mounts him on a wall, and they take a light bulb, a big round light bulb, and play basketball with it. And for some reason, the light bulb bounces. He is the biggest bully ever. He's a fucking piece of shit. And there's no way you could watch that movie and say that John Cusack's the bully, like in The Karate Kid, where you could say Daniel's the bully over Zabka.
Sure.
I think he deserves mention.
It's a good one.
What about honorable mention? You got any?
Not really.
I think the entire squad of Karate Kid won. All those assholes. Dutch.
Yeah.
All the biggest cunts of all time.
He died like last week.
So.
Yeah, the guy who played Dutch.
So. He's been dying for a while, actually. I remember they all went out to, like, they did a documentary with him.
Oh, really?
I remember.
I just saw it was like a Facebook TMZ thing, blah, blah, blah.
All the guys, all the Cobra Kai guys went out there and did like an excursion with him, and I saw pictures like he's probably dying. I think it might have been on something, like maybe even fucking Cobra Kai as like an extra.
Well, he probably showed up in the first season.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, maybe it's probably part of the fucking first season. But it was real life. But he was actually dying. But they did a music video that Zabka directed called the band is No More Kings, and the song is Sweep the Leg. It's a fantastic fucking song, and the video is just incredible. I think if you watch it, you'll 100% be in the belief that music video spawned the series Cobra Kai, because it's basically that. It's drunken Johnny Lawrence in a trailer. Do you think one of them had a good idea? Yeah, exactly. And Zabka directed it as well. I mean, I don't know. Zabka. Right, so I'm Zabka, because when you propose, when you sent the topic out, we both have the same idea. It's like, well, okay, 1 through 5 is Zabka. Zabka is the fucking guy. It's all Zabka.
He's like the reason that Biff Tannen is the GOAT of non-Zabka bullies. But Zabka is. If we allowed
Zabka in this competition, Biff Tannen would be the only guaranteed also in there.
Right.
It's Biff and Billy.
Yeah.
80s Bully City. So I'm fading. It's running late. Okay. I need to discuss Top Freedom.
So we're going to skip nude scenes.
I don't know what nude scenes is. I forget what we were talking about.
So it was basically
skipping nude scenes. I want to talk about Top Freedom.
Movies on nude scenes, but all right, we'll move to Top Freedom, because that was one of yours.
Top Freedom.
Go ahead.
All right, here's the thing.
You're fading.
They're nationally and statewide. Yes, I'm tired. I'm fucking been up since 6 this morning.
Aww.
And I was staying until 2 in the morning last night. I'm tired. I get tired. I take a nap. I'm tired. I'm old.
Tuesday, buddy. Yeah.
I do a physical job, my man. It's fucking exhausting.
I believe it.
I had worked at a historical house today. I ruined my head. I'm bleeding. Yeah,
that's all right. We'll do nude scenes next week.
It's no, it wasn't the Proctor House. It was called something. It was something else. It was a different house. It was a house with a fucking plaque on it. All right, so listen, they're trying to pass a law which allows women to have equality when it comes to being topless.
Sure.
Nationally, statewide, women want to be able to dump them out as they please. And here's my thought on this. They should be allowed to dump them out as they please. But here's the but.
Yeah.
Men like you and I exist.
Right.
If I see a woman pop out a titty to breastfeed, I'm rock hard. I cannot be around topless women without wanting to fuck them or think about fucking them. I am a Neanderthal. Also, I do not want a topless woman to become commonplace in my life where the novelty of it wears off. I want to pay for this. I want to go to a place and spend $10 for a cover charge and tip them for taking out their tits. Tits cannot be common in my life.
Right.
And my third point.
Right.
I once got into a car accident because a girl had a nice ass in jeans.
Right.
When I was going to Salem State, I rear-ended a Camry and totaled my car because I was rubbernecking a girl's ass. If girls are fucking topless, yes, I did. I totaled my fucking Bonneville. If girls were out there just showing their tits off, I'm going to die. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hit a telephone pole. I cannot handle it. I can't be around that. And I don't want to live in a world where it's commonplace. I rest my case. Keep your tits away from me unless I pay or you are intimate.
So I
don't want to see your tits.
And I feel geographically this is a lot different. Because I was gonna say where do you stand on like thongs at the beach, but how often do you go to the beach, really? I mean, you're on a lake, but that's not the beach.
Not often.
Yeah, so it's like
there's no thongs on my lake. It's been one in 4 years.
It's super fucking common. Like every fucking person has a thong on down here.
I'm very much okay with thongs.
Okay. So what's the difference?
I'm fine with thongs. I'm on the beach. It's ass.
I mean, granted, you're a tits man,
Mike,
not an ass
I
man.
I don't equate thongs to nudity. There's a lot of butt cheeks. It's still mystery there. Mm-hmm. Still a vagina. There's an asshole.
I'm not saying they
mystery.
walk around spreading their ass cheeks, showing you their fucking buttholes. But it's like
there's mystery in thongs. With tits, is tits are sacred. I want to see your nipples. Are they big? Are they small? Are they bumpy? Do you have hard nipples? I want to see. Are your tits like droopy? Are they? I want to know. I don't want to fucking just find out because you're at the beach. I want to see them things.
And that's the funny thing because we keep referencing the beach, but the actual.
I'm talking down the fucking street.
Well, no, but the question being posed, the law being posed, is making it legal for women to have their tits out wherever it's legal for men to have their tits out. Which is literally anywhere. There's very
down
few
the street. I'm talking about walking down the street.
With the exception of restaurants that have the sign, no shirt, no shoes, no dice. Where else can you where can a guy not have their shirt on?
I could have my shirt off at all times, flashing my titties. I don't do it.
Yeah.
I wish women would just listen. I want to see them. We all want to see them, but I can't handle it. I can't be trusted around them. Leave me alone. Keep your tits in your shirt.
Just start scrapping.
It's where I stand. I can't. Again, the thing though is I can't handle it now, but then I'll get bored and get used to it. Right. Titties. Who cares?
I don't know.
That's the saddest place I'll ever be if I don't get excited about titties.
I don't think I'd get bored of tits.
Like if you see every woman's titties, you're not going to care about titties anymore. You're getting desensitized. You'll get desensitized. You won't even care anymore.
I don't know.
Oh, great. Tits, more tits. Great.
I don't know.
I'm talking. I want to see. I'm watching a show. I'm watching a show called Altered Carbon right now, and Altered Carbon shows more tits than any show of all time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, more tits, cool. First episode, fuck yes, tits. Episode 6, oh, tits again.
Are they the same tits? Different tits.
Oh, sometimes different, mostly the same. It's still tits. I'm talking tits, just regular tits everywhere.
That can.
Well, they show one woman's tits a lot, but I mean, there's also random tits. They also hang dong sometimes. Shows a lot of nudity, in this show. I didn't know about this fucking future Altered Carbon on Netflix. It's like a futuristic show about fucking not dying and having new skin. I don't know, fucking weird, but so much tits and dong, and sex and ass, just cheeks, just butt cheeks, it's fucking quite a show.
At what point does the movie industry just start making porn again?
This one's pretty close. There was some straight up fucking last episode. They didn't show penetration, but they showed almost penetration.
I mean, because porn isn't porn anymore. Porn is amateurs just fucking each other with their cell phones. Like at what point does the movie industry be like, we're taking it back? We're taking this shit back and showing full penetration with a story.
I was watching something the other day, and in the background was busted mini blinds. Was busted mini blinds and an air conditioner in the window. I'm like, I'm watching someone's fucking shitty bedroom. The mini blinds the cat ruined and the AC's in the window. Yes. Someone's not a studio, just someone's bedroom, just getting plowed, and the girl had nice tits, and I watched it. And I was cranking hog to it.
Cranking hog, which is the title of this fucking episode.
That's right. Like an adult, I was cranking hog. Like, you look at this and like, I'm cranking hog to that.
All right, so wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Thank you to our sponsors this week, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company in Middleton, Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly, the world-famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 South in Peabody, and Nick's Place in Winthrop, Raymond, and Newmarket, New Hampshire, and nicksplaceonline.com. Thank you for sponsoring this week's program. Andy, anything else?
Actually, quick little fun story. Sure. I texted you last night about trying to do a little, what do they call it? Collaboration, little clout theft from the roaming foodie.
Yeah, you did.
I did, and I was like, yeah, he's looking for people to do videos for him, and I'll offer my services because I want that clout. I want him to post it.
Right.
And instead of him authorizing me to do a video for him, he wants me to bring him a beef to Concord, fucking New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I think I'm locked into that, Mike, forever. I don't think I can get out of this one. I am going to Concord, New Hampshire at some point because the poor guy got fucking in a bad car accident. And he's stuck in a wheelchair right now, and he just wants super beef. I'm like,
here's the thing,
but like,
is that anywhere near where you drive to Maine?
That's big negative.
Yeah. Is there
that's
anyone
an hour
that can go in that area?
I do know people, but I have to be involved in this one.
Yeah, well, maybe you can, do like a pre-roll type of thing. Like, hey, here's the Andy part, and then kind of like you did with Ty Law. We all thought you were there with Ty Law.
I've lost that magic, Mike. I don't know how to get out of this.
I don't know, man. I think you're fucked. You're driving up to Concord.
I'm driving to Concord. I'm going to Bella's first, hitting Concord. We know what's happening.
Here's the thing. Make a week out of it.
Actually, no. Actually, no. Not Anthony's and Tewksbury's actually. I'm contacting Adam.
There you go.
Tewksbury's 25 minutes from Concord. We can get Adam involved.
Sure.
We're doing this. We're all set. Adam from Anthony's and Tewksbury. We're gonna get you to bring it. Adam, I'm sorry, pal. You're involved.
You're now involved, and you're fucking coming with us. Right. I'm not going. Do you
think I'm going? I'm not. I'm just a relay race. I'm making a call.
Just do the pre-roll. Hey,
take a ride.
Hey, I'm Andy Ferg here at Tewksbury, and then fucking Adam goes up.
And we're gonna go see the roaming foodie at his rehab facility. All right. Well, I guess it's been real.
That'll do it.
I'm going to bed.
All right. See you next
Tuesday. Catch that live show that's going on right now. It's very important.
Okay.
All right. Go fuck yourself.